ahead and play again. They gotten used to how to play on that new stuff. Yasuo nerfs, Echo nerfs. I'm sure some of the meta changes have been like impacting everybody. So it's gonna be a hype week 20 for sure.
There we go. Yeah, hopefully this patch is like topping over like Tekkens or Street Fighters right now. But right now we have the top picks, 5 characters for 2xKO. We have Vi here on 27th, Alawi on 26th, and then it goes on from Echo to Jinx to Warwick. I know that F-Champ Ryan is definitely on the Alawi and Jinx side of things, and my neighbor Spoons on the Echo, and I know Ari is not on there, but Warwick picking up right behind Jinx. But any thoughts here on the top picks so far? In like post patch.
Absolutely. So this spread is actually more in line with what I feel that patch has created the meta. So we talked about Vi. I feel like Vi is right now one of the best brawler characters in this game. Shows really well with her buttons, her movement. She pairs and has really great synergy. But what I feel like is the most star-studded character in this particular graphic and just in this patch, essentially, Alawi. I feel ever since season 1's introduction into starting to buff the bigger body characters and how they've been able to like tone them and essentially make them very, I would say, useful and strong. But when I say useful, just really consistent, right? So really shows that Alawi is that winner of just season 1, to be very honest with you. And over here we have, of course, our current leaderboard. You were mentioning about F-Champ Ryan, apologies. And of course that Jinx is very, very popular. Jinx is another character that I feel like she's just about to get overtuned in these coming patches, and you gotta watch out for that. But we got maze traps with my husbando Yasuo. Those nerfs hurt us a little bit, but we'll see how they progress, right? Definitely normalizing that Yasuo, and of course Jazz Rap with the Darius, and then of course tied, almost a 5-way tied for wins on the leaderboard.
Oh, definitely. See, just noticing that just now. Yeah, Jazz Raps, Hikari, Validated, Bleed, Virmir, Niami on the 2 wins, and I know the rest of them, Bubs and Ingus and Yosho, wants to add another win to their record right now. And I know F-Champ is definitely looking for that 7th win, lucky number 7 for this week 26 for 2xKO. So we're gonna see how everything is gonna pan out for today. But yeah, we have some returning people as well. Not only F-Champ Ryan, but I do see Temple Nut on the bracket. I do see OTG Spoons, like I said, my neighbor here and where I live, and then also Spork, who I believe Spork and Spoons had a matchup not last week, but like a couple weeks ago, and Spork was able to win that out of the utensils. And hopefully we'll see some sort of a run back, maybe in the top 8, because they're on separate sides of the bracket. But everybody else is pretty much brand new from my understanding. So again, anybody brand new, it could be anybody's game. I know that F-Champ is going to be a favorite here when it comes to the bracket and trying to get that win number 7.
Yeah, might as well win the lottery, right? With those lucky 7 numbers, or win a perfect if you think about it, the 7 golden letters. I do want to shout out one particular player that I personally am a fan of, and that's going to be Temple Nut, fellow content creator, definitely streams on the weekends. So you definitely want to tune into Temple Nut streams if you're interested in 2xKO. I know I've been enjoying it. I believe they do have an Ari onto their pick. It's interesting, right? Bringing up about Ari, this is another character that I feel like ever since Alpha Lab, they've not found the right positioning for her as far as where the meta concerns, right? She's still a very strong character, very good utility, essentially, right? Assists, you can't complain. Combos galore, right? Pressure is another thing. And it's interesting because one thing I also noticed about this patch, and this was directly related to her specifically, she is now less health. I think about
Mm.
25 points less. So she was, I think, at 975. Now she's 925. That's an interesting concept for her because she's already such a glass cannon for just how this meta is played out. Now, granted, there's no TODs or touch of deaths in this game where that's like it's hard to manage,
Mm.
but for a specific season and we're starting to see health values being more included as like, okay, well, let's see if this health value nerf goes ahead and adjusts this character. That's where I think a lot of people are not really realizing when they saw those patch notes. And it's very interesting to me that we're starting to kind of go that route. Well, we've been going that route with Ari and Yasuo, but then we go further with Ari on that health nerf.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah. As you're mentioning about the health nerfs when it comes to like Ari, and it's definitely is going to be a decision that the person is going to make whether they want to keep Ari on their team, knowing how even they're even more much of a glass cannon, so they definitely want to get that damage in there and maybe get out just so they don't have to take a lot of the brunt of taking the damage if they get that hit on them. So yeah, no, it's very, you definitely got to consider like if the team makeup is going to change because of the lower health, or if they're just going to commit to it and just go like full ham, just super duper aggressive until they can get a tag out, or a double assist, or just a way to keep Ari safe in those type of situations, especially like people with like Darius with bleed mechanics adding on to that. So like definitely something to consider when it comes to the game post patch. But yeah, no, it's gonna be very, very interesting to see who's gonna be taking it this week. But we appreciate everybody that is here for the pre-show. We're going to jump right in to the games as soon as where everybody is all situated on the brackets. But yeah, if you guys haven't hit the Matcherino codes, by all means, be sure to do so. Click on the Matcherino, claim the code, and help these players continue to get a little change here for 2xKO, for the dubs. We appreciate everybody that is able to enter, play through their matches, and we want to get these players get a little bit of change, maybe some no, I don't know about gas money, but like maybe a snack money here and there. But yeah, no, hit those Matcherino codes, and we would really, really appreciate it. But yeah, anyways, but in terms of, I know you were mentioning like Temple Nut, but like anything, any sort of match wise that you are looking forward to, when it comes to this bracket. I know we mentioned about like some of the returning people that came in. I know you were mentioning about like Temple Nut, shouting them out as well. Is there any other like matches that you're looking forward to see that maybe like returning, or just seeing what they can do for this week?
Yeah, so truth be told, I'm actually excited to see where Spoons and Spork
Yeah.
end up in this bracket. I know they're kind of like a legendary bracket demons to each other, right?
Mm-mm.
Like I think it's Spork that's probably up ahead, if I'm not mistaken. So I think what's really cool about this breakout series is that there is that opportunity for players to kind of create those rivalries. We don't get that often, right? That story of like, I've met this person in bracket every single time, and it's not because of like just seeding, because like we're all grinding and we're all like trying to go throughout. Like this is legitimately the person that I meet every single time in bracket. And yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to just see what that will end up to. Truth be told, I'm also looking forward to people who are, or rather the players who are using Warwick. I think the Warwick players are suffering real bad, but we're gonna check out some of these matches here from replays, rather. And of course, like I mentioned, those Warwick changes, they be hurting, but we got also Vi just still very strong throughout.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, definitely doing that damage. But then you also see some Alawi tech continuing on with F Champ Ryan, and as you were saying about the Warwick changes. But I feel like the entire cast is being represented in a sense. Maybe less so like Braun, but like that's more like the specialist, and if you want to go like heavy duty, like big body specialist too, right? So yeah, no, but we're definitely seeing
100%.
some highlights here when it comes to the replays. But yeah, like in terms of like gameplay, like you were mentioning about Warwick, like anything, any character that's on like actually on the come up, all other than the character picks that we have on deck.
So I do kind of just want to circle back a point that you mentioned about Braum real quick, because you know we saw a little bit, we saw the Juggernaut, and then the Braum, right, like in the background. So you phrased it perfectly. Braum is indeed that specialist character. That neutral is not easily won compared to a lot of the other characters in this game. You know, I want to really point out here too, like if you look at, for example, Vi, right, like, or Alawi, they have such good forward advancing moves that really keep a lot of the main cast in check, and it's very hard to actually make up for that when you have Rom, who doesn't really get access to that until he has the ice shield, right? The door becomes fully encased in ice, and then, you know, you have armor to play around with. You pretty much stick with that armor now, regardless of the ults or the specials you're using. You know, it takes a while for him, though, to get that. And, you know, another character, too, that we haven't seen, despite getting a lot of fixes in this last patch, Caitlyn. Right? Like Caitlyn's another character that isn't being seen a lot, but is just as potent. But it's one of those characters that you gotta set up the right stuff to make her count.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. I got my introduction to Patricia at Winter Showdown, and it's very dependent on the player whether they want to focus Patricia as like almost assist only type character, or like, you know, a little bit of Patricia, but it's definitely is a uphill battle when it comes to, like, say maybe your other character is knocked out and you just have Patricia, then you have to make Patricia work. But I do see some like some diamond in the rough so far when it comes to Patricia. But like, you know, being able to see a Patricia specialist, that would be pretty crazy to see, you know, putting on the forefront.
Nerd, are you calling Caitlyn Patricia?
Oh, I sorry, I mixed my names.
No,
sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so
that's
sorry.
her new name. No. Don't take it back. Don't take it back. That is her new name.
Okay.
That
Anyway,
is her
sorry.
new name.
I was just
When
like,
instead of calling her normals and her long legs white girl normals, we're gonna call her Patricia Normals.
Patricia Normals?
I love that.
Okay.
I love that. That is her new name.
I was on a thought and I just kept going. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, dang. Yep, Patricia Normals. Yeah, we'll go with that.
That is amazing, though. Thank you. That even though I understand where you're coming from, that is really awesome to see. But you're absolutely correct, right? Like, Caitlyn is one of those characters that, as much as I love having like fun playing with her and being able to like just play NRS games, right, as her, because she reminds me so much of Deadshot, and just being able to like create spacing. I think it is one of those things where, you know, we're not going to really see her. We're not going to really see Braum. We're starting to see a little bit more Blitzcrank. And you know what's crazy is Blitzcrank is very cheeky. Depending on the synergy, there's some guaranteed setups that I'm looking at you, Blitzcrank players, and y'all are getting judged very harshly. Y'all not making to heaven, let me tell you. All right, like, let's have a talk here. Let's just have a come to Jesus moment. Y'all not making it. For real. I see you. With the Alawi, with that setup on level 2 and then going into guaranteed grab, nah. I got my eyes on you.
Yeah, no, I definitely see that people want to keep characters under the radar so they don't get blasted in like new patch notes. But yeah, I understand you know what you're coming from, like, dude. But yeah, Blitzcrank definitely has some crazy stuff that people sneak in. But yeah, no, we're about to go underway with our first match. We got FJT and once again Temple Nut gonna start us off here for week 26 for 2XKO. So looking forward to that. But yeah, like I said, we appreciate everybody that is here for you know, Breakout, hanging out in the chat. Yeah, Patricia Normals. I was like, dang. I was like, yeah, keep on talking about, you know, Caitlyn, but like I don't know where Patricia came from. I'm maybe thinking of Alex and the controversy of like, Alex's ending. maybe that's where I was coming from. Like that's
If I may, I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me tell you guys something, because I've been, as a content creator, I've been working on lore videos, because one of the things that I hear often is like, oh, I don't know the characters. Why do I need to know this character? Like, well, I don't got that connection. For a lot of arcane players, or a lot of arcane specific fan favorites, they obviously know Vi, Jinx, Warwick, Echo, and then of course Caitlyn. So I've been working on the lore, and I just want to say that League of Legends lore is fantastic. And if you want quality lore to get you hype on the characters that doesn't involve some sus stuff or controversies, definitely check out League of Legends lore. I highly recommend. It's also very queer friendly as well.
There you go. There we go. Yeah, love it. Yeah, but yeah, you're gonna get our match underway once again. Just to get you guys ready for week 26. F Champ is looking for their 7th win. We got some returnables with like Temple Nut, OTG Spoons, and Spork. See if the rivalry will come to a head. But again, there could be these newer players that can just sweep the win under the rug as well. So we're just going to be waiting and see what's going to happen with that. But yeah, no, we're getting ready for upcoming events that are happening. Texas Showdown is literally next week, so I'm going to be over there. So I hope to see you guys over there. I will do my thing to compete and everything, but I'm also going to be in the booth as well, so I'm going to be commentating there as well. But also at the same time, the Evo Wars is also happening, so hopefully you guys made your votes in as well for Breakout for best online series, right? And for Mr. Leapfrog for commentator of the year. So we'll see if Mr. Leapfrog, we can get that W as well for Breakout, and as well as Breakout in the W as well. But yeah, no, any sort of events do you have coming up? You off stream, you were mentioning that you were getting prepared for something for this weekend for your area for this coming weekend.
Well, while it's not as cool as, of course, Texas Showdown, my day job consists of working for a college, so I work marketing, and so we're prepping up for MegaCon Orlando, which is probably one of the biggest comic style events possible. But as far as events go for me and what I'm attending, it's really tough, right? Times have been really hard, and it's just making things meet. So really right now I'm limited to CEO at the moment.
Nice. Yeah.
I was thinking of DreamHack, but again, because it's earlier than later, it's a little bit tough. I do want to go to First Attack, and I think I'm going to try my very best to get there, because I want to Puerto Rico's my home, my home.
Hey,
Boricua, of course.
Yeah.
So I gotta definitely be there to support. But yeah, as far as events go, I'm really excited to see what Texas Showdown shows out. I know with Evo Japan, we are prepping. So we are prepping in general for the upcoming Akali, right? We're preparing for her to enter the 2XKO roster. We know she is definitely slated to be at the very least before Evo Japan, because of the Blood Moon skins that everybody gets access to if you sign up for free, and then you get out of pools and things like that. So one, I think that's a great way to confirm characters, if I do say so myself. Even though, we haven't seen full character reveals or trailers, I think being able to anticipate the next character using tournaments and using competitive is the heart and spirit of 2XKO. But I'm very curious to see how Texas Showdown places the NA scene specifically. And I say this because we saw Frosty Faustines, and while Frosty Faustines did have many participants from all over the world, thanks to, of course, the combination of the Arc World Tour and a couple of other tours that were in place, what I feel is we've yet to really coordinate and actually see an NA regional that holds a lot of strong players, a lot of people who are passionate about 2XKO. This is an opportunity to really show either regions or just the country itself. And so I'm excited to see how a lot of the stories are going to shape up, because more than likely a lot of those competitors that are at Texas Showdown are heading to Evo Japan for practice.
Definitely. Yeah. I know, as you were saying, to be able to get a pulse on how NA is strength wise, like compared to the rest of the world when it comes to XKO. We do have all these events that are happening. Rated rated from the rating when it comes to their events. So yeah, no, it's gonna be interesting to see. We did see like a little bit of preview, like you said, Frosty Faustings of like how 2XKO North America like scene is looking like, but at the same time we saw the strength of the international scene as well. So again, Texas Showdown is going to be a next stop to see where people are going to be at level wise when it comes to this game. And I'm definitely all for it, and to continue to see how this game progresses. So yeah, no, just waiting to see. As we had like Frosty Faustings, Genesis happened as well over in February, and then now we're here at Texas Showdown, and we're kind of getting underway, heading towards Evo Japan. So again, just waiting to see, waiting to see how the Japanese scene will take that to as well. And I'm just trying to think about like who from Japan am I seeing that's like really standing out when it comes to 2XKO. But like, yeah, no, it's very much a very new game. We're waiting to see who's the killers that are out there. And it's going to be very exciting to see how that continues to develop when it comes to the rest of this year as we get towards Evo Japan and also Evo. So like it's coming up in June. So it's just something to just prepare for.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing too that I think was also really healthy for just the game in general on an offline basis is of course the attract mode, right? Being like, it's so funny, when I was getting ready to stream this past weekend from the patch, I had the game playing in attract mode as I was setting up stream, chatting up with my community, being like, what's up guys, we're getting ready to play some 2XKO. I'm about to carry Avatar Yaya, it's gonna be pretty lit, it's all good.
There you go.
And then what's really cool is that like I saw the attract mode and I'm like, you know what, if I was at a local and I wanted to actually play 2XKO but I never played it before, that's a really great way for me to be like, oh wait, that's a game that looks really cool, let me go check that out. And I think that that's what's missing right now for 2XKO on an offline scene. A lot of people are playing it online, a lot of people have given their opinions, they've done their whole research, they've done all the 9 yards, but where I see 2XKO struggling a little bit is on that local scene, that if there's not someone pushing it, it's a little bit harder to actually activate on. And now that there's something to actually attract them, it's going to work out pretty well. We do have an update. It looks like we're going to try to check out Spork and Sonic Fiend.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see that one. Like I mentioned, Spork and Spoons are two of the players that I really just kind of want to see. I'm so sorry in advance because I'm sure they're going to be like, I don't want to play them again. Well, I do. I want to see it. So you're going to do what I said.
There we go. Exactly. Got to do what the commentators say. But yeah, we're going to be getting, looks like we're going to be getting Spork and Sonic Fiend. We're just waiting for them to set up. But again, Spork has been a strong player, a strong contender, when it comes to these brackets. So we'll see if Spork is going to, if it's going to be Spork's night. Again, they got to like top 8, I believe last week, They contender for top 8. I'm sorry, but for week 25, but someone like Temple Nut got 7th place last week as well. But looks like we're going to be getting into it again. Let's see how this is going to turn out. Spork here, and let's see, Spork and Sonic Fiend.
Yep.
All right.
And it does look like we're going to see Echo. It does look on the side of Sonic Fiend that is going to be point character, whereas for Spork, it's going to be that thinker. And of course, again, the Ari, right? We saw Spork with that Ari that's just so potent and already going with the movement to deal with some of the back and forth between these two.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, it's going to be Echo on Echo Mirror. Let's see, get the overhead right there. Again, that little touch here, a little bit of damage, continuing on just to trying to take out the Echo. And then now we got the Warwick back in here with a jump in, Warwick in, get some damage in with the corner position, and there we go. Let's see Sports if hold it down on the defense.
There is the tag to go through. Freestyle, of course. Double overhead. It's gonna be dunking on ya. Backing up just a little bit. Wasn't gonna be able to fully convert off of that route. But we got hit with the S2 special. And that is a huge pickup here for Sport. Does lose the corner, but we knock out the Echo to prevent the tag.
There we go. Okay, continuing on. Sport putting on the offense. Trying to get that movement, but it's going to attack the Echo instead. We got Maximum Warwick there on Sonic Fiend to attack the Echo on Spork's side of things. And now Warwick is going to be put on the offense. They're going back and forth, and Warwick is out of there for now.
Yeah, the overhead is so weak now you can react to it, so you don't have to worry too much. There's enough time to fully punish, but the Time Winder projectile to follow up after the heavy slash. But there we go. Sonic Fiend finally getting a little bit of a momentum, but nope, lost it. And with the Ari assist, closes it out on the side of Sport.
There we go. You gotta watch out for those recovery as they continue. They'll press a button, and like if they get that touch, then they could get in with the combo. So something just watch out for, because it happened on both ends here. Okay, Warwick with the DP, but the get off happened right there as well into the air throw. We put a little setup, and Warwick is back in.
Hey, there we go. Spirit Rush from the Ari, and then freestyle. I found that a little bit tricky. I feel like that was a misinput on that setup there. But we got hit by the overhead, and now you're going to have to deal with some Warwick. But no, it drops! How unfortunate.
No. Here we go. Okay, Ari back in there into the OTG. It's going to be some big damage for that level 1 super. Oh, but he didn't get the completion of the rest of it. Here we go.
Trying to find some spacing, and there's the Spirit Rush. I do like the light follow-up after that, just in case we can try to convert off of it. Was in the middle of S2, but Sonic Fiend did not finish their food, and that is an Echo that is lost for Sonic Fiend.
There we go. Okay, Ari's kind of holding their own. I mean, they are getting tagged a little bit, and they're almost out of health, but there we go. Spork gonna take Sonic Fiend, and it's gonna be 1-0 so far.
Very nicely done. Again, Spork looking really solid. I'm not surprised. I do like what Sonic Fiend's trying to cook here, but it is a matter of just maintaining the consistency and the stability of these routes, right? Like, you've got to be able to hold your own, where Spork's just been able to follow up consistently, open up consistently. There's the grab, prevents the tag from happening, and sets up. This is nicely done.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Let's see, Warwick. There we go. Get the launch. Gonna do some damage onto Spork so far, but Spork is already on the recover. And gets that low connect and trying to take that Echo out here. And continue on with the combo. Let's see how much damage we got. We're going to go Berserker. Warwick here, not to kill, but we're going to activate Bloodlust instead.
Very close to that chip out, and there it goes. Sonic Fiend showing that Warwick still got some of that frenzy there, but what a beautiful anti-air launcher. S1, or level 1 better said, to go ahead and finish out. But those S2s, they are a bit misplaced.
Oh no, okay. Oh, nice charge there. Spork was not waiting for a reaction on the button, but gonna miss the super once again. Spork continuing on the offense. You see, gets the overhead and tagging both of them too. But it's back to Warwick here, trying to take out the Ari. So Sonic Fiend can get around on the board, but look at the setup. Oh, launched them up and taking out Echo. You can get the OTG, definitely R, and Echo is out of there.
Nice. That was also a full level 3 Echo, so it's going to be really scary. Goes for the low, but doesn't solidify the OTG. Oh, and that is actually the newest from the patch. Once you try to get through, or you land a hit on Echo, that projectile will disappear. So thank the Lord they nerfed that. This was going to be a big problem if they didn't.
For sure. All right, here we go. Sonic Fiend getting something going here with the super. Trying to take out that Ari right away. And continuing to, okay, there we go. Like I said, the recovery, jump back, again, pressing a button and getting caught there, getting clipped. Spork, so here we go. The Warwick is back in here and trying to set something up. Oh, actually the cross up here, tagging in. And no Echo so far from Spork, but it's just all Ari.
100%. this is much better round here for Sport, who again has just been maintaining such clean combo routes with Ari's especially. We finally got that S2 positioning correct, so that was very nice. And then of course pressure. That is a happy birthday. Warwick is gone. Now it's the Echo, who doesn't have a lot of life left to give here.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm always saying there's a chance to turn it around, and it's Echo. So, but we'll see. Okay, the PP connects, and okay, here we go. The combo continues.
Okay. Lows trade, but it is in the favor of Spork, who is able to really pick it up. And no time for Fury in that routing. Also, to talk about just like full meter, like full bars of like stack right there for Spork, who's just been, again, maintaining such good pressure.
Here we go. Okay, here we go. Sonic Fiend starting it off once again. Level 1 super. Continuing to take the get to the damage. I want to take out that Ari. Once again, the Warwick is tagged in, and we switch it back to the Echo, but Echo's getting tagged here. Echo on Echo action, and Spork is trying to get the Echo out of here. Activates the super, and Warwick is tagged in. We're switching back and forth here in freestyle on both players. Let's see.
Sonic Fiend actually getting hit a lot by those wake-up specials. There's the launcher, but beautiful because of the Eric block recovery. Was gonna have to hold all of this, and now Spork sitting really nicely here. Does miss on that overhead, but we are still keeping this corner pressure. Absolutely.
There we go. Continue on. Oh, okay, we're good. Recovery there by Warwick. And back to the Echo. Now Echo's getting clipped. Warwick super. Also, super bug gonna get clipped by the Warwick super right there. Get a little spacing there, and Ari is back in, going freestyle right now. Not knowing, if you're not familiar with the game, not knowing who's definitely tagged in, is gonna be something that's hard to keep up here.
Unfortunate for Spork, who's gonna get caught in a happy birthday. Will probably lose their Echo here. Yep, there it goes. May also not lose the Ari, despite being still stuck in the combo. Wasn't getting enough hit damage on there. But the grab from Sonic Fiend, and we are tied 1-1 between these two.
Right, there we go. The first match just starting off strong here. It is, like you said, 1-1. It is anybody's game, definitely. So let's see how this set is going to go. Here we go.
There's another happy birthday here. And that was actually recovered, so now it's just Ari who's getting damage. Break has been utilized. Misses the launcher, and oh no, you do not want to be here. Meter just growing. Loses the recovery on the rounding, but we still took out the Ari, and now it is just the Echo here on Sport's side.
Sonic Fiend is not just a happy birthday, it's been a birthday month for Sonic Fiend. Getting just so much damage off of those happy birthdays. Right now, Spork is trying to get something going, and does so far. It has an uphill battle. It's going to activate right here. Gets the low confirmed. It's going to continue on. Let's see how much damage you can get right now here with the super activation once again.
Okay. Seeing a lot of movement here from Spork. There's the Ari assist, but Sonic Fiend is maintaining the defense. Trying to just contest. Honestly, doesn't need to overextend like that. We used the break here, but we can just play patient. There is that recovery afterwards on the routing, but again, Sonic Fiend switching to the Warwick just in time, and now we could be on the potential set point here for Sonic Fiend if we can maintain this lead.
Definitely, yeah. No, they were starting to look there was like a chance of hope there for Orc on the last round, but Sonic Fiend was able to just capitalize on that. But now Orc is adjusted and continuing on doing the damage on Echo.
Activated super. And what a beautiful call out there. Blocks the break. This is gorgeous gameplay right now from Sonic. Reading Sport like a book. Gonna have to explain to Sport that you are not our actual utensil.
Right, multi-purpose here, but yeah, there we go. Ari, I think the super gonna continue on. Echo's almost out of there, but now the Warwick is back in just to be able to take the damage. Let's see if Spork is able to do any sort of setup here. Got the DP and the super. Nice parry there from the super, and Ari's gonna continue on. Once again, super is gonna connect. Gotta do some damage here, Spork.
I'm gonna call out on that parry, and look, already the tides have changed. Pressure right now, trying to keep it, and continues to complete it. I think Sonic Fiend's gonna just keep with that break, doesn't need to spend it at the moment. Recovers, the routing was not good, but now the Warwick is gone from the scramble.
Okay, you still have your period left, but it's not looking good. Spork is gonna get that round, and it's now set point for both players.
Both players got a stake in this game for sure. And it's interesting, right? Because we're looking at Sonic Fiend, who has maintained sort of like this, okay, I got the defense, I'm able to keep up in certain instances, but I can't be as aggressive, right? Land here, get a little bit of OTG, and then continue the pressure push block from Spork. And Spork is now trying to navigate into the mid screen to catch Sonic Fiend's Warwick.
Yeah, definitely. As you were saying, Sonic Fiend kind of just maintaining like a mid-range game plan here, kind of keeping away, but doing some zoning at the same time with the movement and projectiles. But Spork has been just full forward, wanting to get that damage in. But Sonic Fiend just being able to have the chance to take out Ari, and will do so. And now Sonic Fiend on the verge of possibly getting this set. But again, it's Echo time, so we don't know, and we never can count out Echo. So we'll see how Spork can navigate this, but it's not looking good right now.
Really good follow-up with the Echo assist, and then there is the DP, and that is great. We're gonna see Spork in Bloodlust potential, and we're just gonna go for the grab. You're just gonna go grab.
Yeah. You have Bloodlust, you can get bitten, you can get Swipe Claw. No, we're just gonna grab you.
Very nicely done from these two. A Sonic Fiend preventing, at the very least, the matchup bracket demons before top 8. And then here we go, seeking the replay. Great start with Spork. Again, that first game really was telling of just how aggressive this team can be still. But Sonic Fiend was ready, played that mid-screen game, lost a couple of corners due to routing issues, but was still able to reach the mid-screen and complete the game plan, completed the strategy.
Exactly. Yeah, like we were mentioning, keeping the mid-range, keeping it very, very balanced between zoning and finding opportunities to get in, while Spork was more on the offensive side, and there's a thing about being too offensive, but Sonic Fiend was just finding those opportunities to be able to just get those happy birthdays. There was a lot of happy birthdays in, and now I was able to get Sonic Fiend the 2-1 over Spork. So, but Spork has the losers run, so it's there again, not counting out Spork just yet. But yeah, no, great first set to be able to kick off week 26 here, and then right now, I mean, we're waiting to see. We are our next match lineup, FJT and Dapper Dinosaur, but we'll see if we actually get fully in. But so far, if we look at the bracket, let's see. Okay, yeah, we saw Spork and Sonic Fiend. So Sonic Fiend is going to be facing Kyo Kusada up next. Spoons moving on from the first round and going to go up against Let's Go 241. That's going to be happening. That's going to be the top 8 qualifier there. And yeah, we got like I said, couple DQs. Bass Wu got a DQ win on the loser's side, and waiting for the loser of Kusada and Sonic Fiend. So yeah, so bracket is continuing on, and then F-Champ Ryan waiting in the midst of who's going to be facing, and it looks like going to be facing a Squeegee up next. And then yeah, like I said, Dapper Dinosaur and FJT gonna be maybe setting up for the stream match. But yeah, bracket is moving along, and so far so good for our usuals, our returnees. But again, Spork unfortunately not able to get the dub there. But yeah, the bracket is moving along.
Absolutely. And speaking a little bit about Dapper Dinosaur, the Warwick, another one ready to line up. We have 19 Warwick shown so far. on the Breakout series, but Dapper Dinosaur is gonna keep that count going, as we like to see. Plus, of course, you know, it's just interesting how these patches for 2XKO have just been shaping out every character, and you know, a lot of people have had like their comments, their back and forth, their thoughts. But I think what's really important here, for players like, you know, that are focused on, okay, I got Warwick, I have him in my game plan, is how do you deal with some of the changes and implement that in the Warwick game plan, right? Like, and we saw that really happening for Sonic Fang previously. So I'm curious to see how Dapper Dinosaur is gonna do in this set aside. FJT, most likely with the Braum. We were talking about it earlier, right?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's the character that has a lot of good stuff, but it takes a certain player to make it work.
Yeah, definitely. I'm particularly a fan of the Braum Darius combo. Again, big body characters, just big, heavy hitters, and yeah, no, I've seen some players on the Breakout series that does like makes it work and it goes far into the bracket. So again, I'm excited to see how FGT is gonna utilize the Braum right there. Dapper Dinosaur with the Warwick as we see here. So, you know, they're definitely going to be moving around. I do need to see how, like, who their team composition is going to be. But yeah, no, we're here for week 26 for Breakout Series 2XKO. We do this every Tuesday here for 2XKO. So we appreciate everybody that is here. Appreciate everybody that keeps returning on and competing. I appreciate everybody that's in the chat that just hangs out with us on a Tuesday. And yeah, no, being able to enjoy some 2XKO.
Absolutely. And of course, we are looking to see who will take this week's bracket, right? I would love to know, chat, who do you got, right? Take a look at that bracket. You can check it out on Start Chi Chi. And let us know, who are you thinking is going to cook tonight and be the winner of week 26? Are we going to get someone who's going to take down F-Champ Ryan, who has been pretty much dominating at almost like literally the last 6 weeks, trying to go for that lucky number 7? Or are we going to see someone shake it up and really establish that, like, hey, I'm a 2XKO god too?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, there's me being familiar with F-Champ Ryan coming from the Marvel side of things. So like definitely 2XKO is hitting an itch that he's been wanting. Same thing with Spoons, again, having Marvel background. So, you know, just the OTGs, touch of deaths, whatever type of combo that you could think of when it comes to like Marvel, is definitely scratching that itch for those type of players or anybody with a Marvel background, basically. So yeah, very, very, again, exciting to see like what the tech continues to unfold on a weekly basis when it comes to the returning players. But again, new players, you know, coming out of the woodwork too, and just showing like, oh man, no, this is a hidden killer that just entered like their first online tournament and then start watching everybody. But you know, again, you never know when it comes to these type of online tournaments in a Breakout series that anybody can take it, really. But right now, F-Champ Ryan has been on the streak, like, once again looking for that number 7. But we'll see how the bracket continues to unfold. But yeah, exciting stuff. We're really looking forward to the matches as we continue to get to on stream.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I kind of want to talk a little bit more about the Braum and just Warwick style. I'm curious to see who Dapper Dinosaur is going to be assigning both use and the character, but also, you know, looking at Braum and this matchup in particularly, this is one of those matches where I do feel like Braum struggles the most in terms of the matchup spread, right? Because we, you know, like I mentioned before, Braum doesn't have access to those forward advancing normals that stop in the mid screen. And when you look at Warwick has the tools to definitely deal with like not so much a far range, but more of like, oh, you're gonna press a button, let me punish you for actually trying to, like, very reversal heavy thinking, very quick to make, like, do those back and forths. It takes a minute, right, for Braum to actually deal with all of that. So I wonder where, you know, FJT going into this matchup, what exactly is the plan for them? And I would love to know your thoughts and kind of like what you think would be ideal for FJT.
Yeah, no, I'm wondering that as well. Again, because again, as you were mentioning about Braum needing kind of like prerequisites to be able to set things up is, one to be able to lock down Warwick on movement, right? Because they can move around, wherever they can go. Versus Braum, who is very much on the slower end. So depending on who FGT's partner is going to be, like character partner, that might be a way to be able to lock down the movement. But once again, Dapper Dinosaur, not just the Warwick. You got to see how Dapper Dinosaur's character composition is going to look like too, to counteract that possibly when it comes to movement. Maybe it's a movement team. We don't know. Maybe FJT has like a counterbalance, to be able to fight movement characters. We don't know unless they just go full ham on like big body characters, big damage. But again, it's that difficulty of having to lock down their movement when it comes to someone like Warwick. So yeah, again, waiting to see how as we get into this match, waiting to see how it's gonna play out. But if FJT can get something going, lock down the movement, it's gonna be it's gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt if Braum is able to get the prerequisites that they can do and get the damage in there.
I see in chat here Dapper Dinosaur stating that they play Juggernaut. So this I need to see. All right, I'm gonna say a little hot take here, a little spicy take. I think Juggernaut is the weakest fuse, and if you're just gonna play Juggernaut, you should just play Sidekick because that's the better fuse.
Okay. I've yet to see some Juggernaut going on in here. Of the times I've commentated 2XKO, but I'm wanting to see, because we're waiting to see how the match is going to unfold. But if you're going Juggernaut, I'm interested to see how that's going to roll out. But a Juggernaut Warwick, okay, I got to see it in action.
Yeah, I think where I think it's a Juggernaut Braum, but it could be potentially anything, right? Like you could change and you could just dupe us, right? Like we could be like bamboozled at the same time. But I will say this, with just how Juggernaut works, I've just yet to see someone really be able to use Juggernaut in its fullest potential. And I think that it's not so much of a character issue, it's more of the fact that it's like people don't know how to play this game solo and truly solo for them to make it matter for Juggernaut or Sidekick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with Sidekick, yes, there's a couple of things that you lose out, but you also, I feel like you gain more with Sidekick, right? You gain access to having that assist. You still have that like pretty much defense multiplier. You're still able to like get Fury in a pretty reasonable fashion. You may lose access, right, to like certain supers, but you could still be able to do your super assists with using that bar. Like there's just so much with Sidekick that I feel like it's just better. But you know what? I really want Dapper Dinosaur to prove me wrong, because we got the battle of the big bodies, Braum and Warwick, and then Braum and Darius. But again,
oh my gosh.
Dapper Dinosaur on that Warwick.
Yeah, Dapper Dinosaur on the Warwick. And we got the Braum. We're getting two Braums in here, which is a treat to see. And we're already getting started underway there. Braum getting in there, trying to get something going. Juggernaut, Dapper Dinosaur is going to show us how that's going to go. And so far, it's FJT getting things going.
Dapper Dinosaur stuck in this corner right now. There is the tag, but we got the low hit. And of course, the slump tried to call out the reset, and unfortunate, had to activate on the Fury. The wall was ready to go, and we're gonna get access to level 3.
Wow.
This is where it can be an avalanche. It's just gonna snowball effect here. Now with Dapper Dinosaur in Bloodlust, and gonna have to handle the Bankai.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, getting that little bit of a happy birthday, and Aries is almost out of there. The Braum is practically, it was a pixel of health, but he's getting some recovery right now. But FJT has stopped that Warwick.
I love that, we all understood that Darius has the better buttons and the better damage than some of the top 5 characters, but it's okay. And we got a command grab off of the roll, plus on top of that, the OTG. We maintain the ice shield as well. And again, Darius assist for the win. You're going to get stuck in this corner loop, and it is not going to feel good. Let me tell you, the call out on the down heavy. And FJT said, this is my game, not yours.
FJT making a statement set here on Dapper Dinosaur. We got to see what Dapper Dinosaur is going to do to make an adjustments. We're going to just jump right in to the match once again. Let's see what Dapper Dinosaur can do once again for just this adjustment. There was a big damage as Dapper Dinosaur showed in the last set, but FJT is just, again, using the big bodies here, getting that ice shield going, but Dapper Dinosaur got the jump, he's the dive in actually, and gonna do some damage on to FJT, but FJT's back on it. Fury's activated right away.
I really love the movement here from Dapper Dinosaur. Called out the level 3. The Poro said, let me stop you with that level 3, buddy boy. Again, Fury being run out right now. Goes for the grab. Dapper Dinosaur said, let me get that overhead too on top of that. And that's a dead Darius.
Yes, it is. All right, Braum gonna do the rest of the work here, but Dapper Dinosaur showing some argument when it comes to the Juggernaut fuse. Here we go. Dapper Dinosaur getting the low confirm, and the cross up for 12, the side switch to the combo. Gonna go overhead into the DP and super, and that's going to be a dead Braum.
Indeed. Dapper Dinosaur, it's such a different round compared to the last couple of them from the last game. But we got far-reaching from FJT, and now we're starting to play around with some of those stances there. There we go. We got the landing. Ice shield applied. Beautiful. Caught Dapper pressing. Now Fury has been activated.
Definitely showing that Fury is activated just to get out of trouble and in favor if they get a hit in. That's what Dapper Dinosaur is trying to do, but FJT getting Dapper Dinosaur getting the parry and taking the damage on Darius, but also now on Braum, just doing some work here with the Warwick.
Yeah, this is being a little bit tricky here for FJT, who was trying to do a whiff punish, but the way this game works, it's very hard as your assist is getting hit. And then this is another chance for FJT. Gone and lost, but Dapper Dinosaur is taking full advantage. That is going to be also the equivalent of being able to go into Bloodlust against FJT's Darius, who's now got to deal with it. And unfortunately, cashes out on the level 3.
Level 3, there we go. Dapper Dinosaur said, I can do that too and get that simple 2 on the set. So it's now 1-1 here. FJT versus Dapper Dinosaur. Let's see who's going to come out on top when it comes to this next set.
Yeah, once again, I really want to highlight here, a perfect example, the backdash, round start, but quickly going into the dive. Dapper Dinosaur has such a great movement, and FJT has to be very aware. Losing the corner this time around due to routing issues. And it's now Dapper Dinosaur who called out the tech recovery in the air and whiffs on the grab, but activates Fury.
Gets that shield about the super. Oh, level 3 connected here with Fury. This, definitely going to hurt. Big old damage on Darius right now. About even for both characters for FJT, but okay. Here we go. Get the burst. Get off me. And the command there. Ice shield is activated. But you got the slash in, and there goes Braum. Darius is not looking good.
Unfortunately, there's the Bankai to follow right after. Even if FJT was able to block that, it would need to have been a parry to avoid the chip damage. It was a checkmate situation, but this can be an opportunity for FJT to make a comeback here. Grabs and throws to the other side. Throws out a little Poro. Darius comes in with the down H. And we got wall bounce combos.
There we go. Okay, continuing on. FJT continuing the combo. Getting the super here. Some big damage. And he has the ice shield. Going to continue to put on the pressure. watching out for Dapper Dinosaur, where they're going to be landing next. But Dapper Dinosaur able to get some damage in on Darius. But right now, it's all Braum. And if he getting the kill so far, it's super activated.
Hey, double down, the gloriness. You know, it's crazy because that really did scale, but thanks to double downs and then, of course, Darius coming in with the swing, that was just a great way to cash out. Potential step point for either players, but we're stuck in a happy birthday. Oh, no!
Geez, this is hurting for both characters. Maximum Warwick connecting. Areas can get a little bit more damage than taking out. The Bloodlust is activated into the wall. Got the hit, but after that, not much after that. But now get the tag in for Braum. Fury is activated as well. Did you press the button? You did.
Yes, but the armor was broken due to the multiple hits, and now that's a dead Braum thanks to the grab from Fury.
Here we go. Darius is in here. Super nice shielding there by Braum. Now FGT kind of just playing it back, waiting to see a little bit of an uphill battle off for FGT's side with the movement of Warwick. Here we go, gets a touch in.
Very nice, was really trying to hold on to that stance. And then there we go. We have the super assist plus the super. FJT does have more bars of meter to work with. It can be one hit here, but it's both sides that will be at risk. One good whiff punish, and there it goes. The tech, the low, and it is Dapper Dinosaur who takes it home.
Oh man, that was a close one for both players, but Dapper Dinosaur able to get the win with the low confirm there. But you know, congratulations, Dapper Dinosaur, showing me you know how Juggernaut it goes, and you know, damage is damn. All right, I see what you're saying when it comes to the damage.
Yeah, so hopping right back in, great game one for FJT, and that's been kind of like the name of the game of these matches so far, right? Like player one gets a really strong first game, but then player two is just ready, and Dapper Dinosaur was indeed ready. We saw such a good showcase of that Juggernaut, and then going into it, just optimizing every single damage, and right here, getting that Bloodlust very clean. And then this Bankai to just confirm into level 3. And that's the cool thing about Juggernaut, is that you have access to about 5 bars of meter if you can build that up. So realistically, you can be spending meter all you want and you're in a good spot.
Yeah, no, definitely. Just Dapper Dinosaur utilizing that Fury early, just you know, get off me, but like, hey, I got it activated, so you need to watch out for what's coming next. But yeah, Dapper Dinosaur able to get that out 2-1 over FJT. So congratulations to Dapper Dinosaur. I believe is now in the top 8, qualifying for top 8. But FJT again, once again, getting that losers run, but so it's okay. But yeah, right now I'm gonna just look at the bracket right now. F Champ and Squeegee is happening right now. As well as let's go 2-4-1 and OTG Spoons. So let's see. Yeah, no, we're gonna get F Champ and Squeegee on stream next. Actually, let's see. Kyo, Kusada, and Sonic Fiend. That's happening right now as well for the top 8 qualifier. And then Basu gonna be waiting for the loser of the Sonic Fiend and Kyo Kusada match. So bracket is still underway. Spork and let's see. Man, the man, I believe, has been 1-1 too. So it's deciding, you know, who's gonna survive in the losers run or who's gonna be out for this match. But here we go. We actually have Let's Go 2-4-1 and OTG Spoons here.
Yes, we do. Now, Let's Go 2-4-1 is on the Teemo and Blitzcrank, probably 2 of the most hated characters in this game. And then we also have Spoons on the Ari and Echo, but I believe unlike Sport, I think they're sporting a different... Nope, they are sporting the freestyle. Never mind, my apologies.
Oh, right away, Teemo getting in, gets the jump and the super right away. Darts on you right there. So let's see Spoons with the freestyle. Let's see how Spoons going to counteract that with the Echo jumping in here, trying to take out that Teemo.
Okay, We got the break, but beautiful jump heavy. And that is going to take it all the way into the corner. We're going to be able to fully tag in. What is this tagging that is happening now? Gorgeous routing. That's just maintaining pressure. Let's go. Not sure what to do here.
Just the throw right now. Keeping Blitzcrank into the corner until... Oh, there we go. Got the tag in as well. Continuing to keep Blitzcrank into the corner and taking out Blitzcrank. So it's just Teemo right now. And Spoon's looking good health-wise. Going to be putting on that aggressive pressure that he's doing right now. And getting the touch. And looking like it's going to be the round if he doesn't drop anything. He can get the OTG. Oh, again, the drill instead. The Ari drill.
Yeah, great usage of the Spirit Rush ult. Does a lot of damage and also converts really nicely from the S2. But what a call out in the air. We're going to confirm right into level 1. All the way up in the air, trying to get that mushroom to land, and we slightly do. But now it's trying to catch Teemo in a little sneaky Yordle.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Again, Blitzcrank getting to the corner, hasn't been able to move around as much in this first set because Spoon's been like locking it down with the Ari, doing the setups. And Let's Go is just having to hold all of this sandwich in right now, getting touched once again.
Okay. Looking really solid. We got the slump and then straight into Besitos. We're definitely level 3ing it out. Beautiful stuff here from Spoons. Clean and awesome. That's a Blitzcrank gone, and now it's just Teemo.
All right. Again, yeah, it's been having to rely on the Teemo to survive. That's a little bit of an uphill battle, but he's on top of it once again. Going for the sandwich. Great defense by 241, but it's going to get hit here by the Ari mix. Let's see if we can get for the kill. Nice recovery there, and the get off me so far. Fury's still there, but not going to be used for this set. Spoons takes the first set.
Strong first set. I see where Let's Go's definitely trying to make some of these comeback happen. The Teemo's definitely a stronger pick for sure. But again, you can only get away with so much, right? Like, this is one of the characters that was hit very hard, not from nerfs, but from fixes that were never meant to be.
Okay. Yeah, no, definitely seeing more of the Teemo. Blitzcrank has been just kind of taking the damage, but Spoons has been on top of that, wanting, like I'm assuming, just wanting to take out that Blitzcrank, starting anything going with the cheesy or cheeky mix-ups that Blitzcrank is known for, but it's not looking good for Let's Go 241 at the moment. Ari is doing the damage into the super, and there goes Blitzcrank.
Yo, this routing, I'm kind of like bookmarking this because this is some great routing that I'm seeing from Spoons. Just look at this loop, how it works, right? Like, just letting the drops happen, trying to consistently get... Oh, we avoid the level 1. And beautiful. Ends with the down H. Again, beautiful, just like really solidifying that this corner, it's not about just positioning, it's about optimizing the entire route.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. Spoons continuing on the offense. Once again, Let's Go has been trying to get something going here, but Spoons has been locking that down once again into the other corner this time around. But the get offing right there on Teemo. Now Blitzcrank is able to move, but again, Ari with the movement right now.
Here we go. Mid-screen carry. Does whiff on the down H, but it's okay. We are still maintaining this momentum. And you got to block. You can't block the low. You can't block the overhead. You're just going to have to accept your fate.
You just got to deal with all that in the sandwich as well. Okay, so avoided the darts completely. Gets a launch up into the super. Let's see what 241. Oh, there we go. Get touching, but no. Echo back in there. Get off me once again. Super connected. You can get some darts in you.
Okay. Big pickup. Should be able to... No, it's because Teemo's so small. That's why. But it's not over for Spoons. And Spoons will be moving on, qualifying.
Exactly. Congratulations, Spoons, getting that 2-0 over let's go 2-4-1. But like, yeah, no, just again the movement right there, locking down Blitzcrank to at first, and then trying to get something going with the teamo, but it was once again difficult with that team composition of Echo and Ari. But here we go. You've seen the replays right now. Great routes by Spoons here, doing some great damage, taking out the Blitzcrank. But yeah, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, I feel really here. There was just no room for left to be able to really just contest this, right? And it's hard because when you have an aggressive Ari like this and you're playing as Teemo, it really comes down to how can you start assessing how to get out of these corner situations. And as Teemo, you really can't. I do think Ari is one of those matchup spreads where Teemo just loses tremendously. Well, we're hopping straight into this next match. It's going to be FChamp Ryan versus Squeegee. This is one of the most anticipated players to win tonight's bracket. And of course, with that Jinx and Alawi, no stranger to the chaos that it causes.
Exactly. All right, FChamp Ryan once again trying to get that 7th win. So we'll see if he gets that for tonight. But Alawi and Jinx been doing the work for FChamp Ryan, and Alawi in there. Tentacle is out, and yeah, here we go. Squeegee trying to get something going with Yasuo, but no. FChamp Ryan is keeping it tight.
All right, here we go. In motion, tries to go for the command grab on the tentacle, but we got a happy birthday. This is not good for Squeegee.
Yes. All right. Yeah, now FChamp Ryan on top of it right now. Squeegee having just a little bit of health, but it's not going to matter for this set. Been majority Alawi for that round, but let's see if Squeegee can make an adjustment here in this round and make a fast adjustment, because FChamp Ryan is on top of it right now.
Great defense here. Definitely showing that the knowledge between the freestyle Echo and Yasuo. FChamp Ryan's not even scared of it. And again, this Yasuo just going down. Tentacles twice. Oh, there's the command grab.
And yeah, no, you're talking about an Evo champion here for Marvel. So yeah, definitely familiar with this type of gameplay style. And Jinx is out here doing some big damage on Echo. Now it's back to the Alawi for the tentacles into the super to activate it. Just get some pressure right there, and then the Jinx is back in here. Keep trying to keep Echo into the corner, but not looking good.
Yeah, what a great trade though in the favor of FChamp Ryan. Doesn't get the Echo just yet, but we don't see the tag in because of Yasuo getting hit. So now Yasuo gets brought in, and this is where we're just gonna see Jinx assist all day, every day. FChamp Ryan already up on the board.
Let's go. FChamp Ryan getting on the board. Once again, the Alawi Jinx combo has been working out for him. And yeah, we got FChamp Ryan on the board. So let's see what Squeegee can do to just think about what just transpired in the last set. So here we go.
I think we saw a pretty horizontal slash. There was a nice good down H, but we're seeing a lot of hits done. Now we're starting to see Squeegee finally pick up some of these Yasuo combos. Again, one of those changes where Yasuo's routes did get affected just a little bit, so you gotta be really particular now. It's not just about Kara canceling and getting those loops back again.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Back to the Alawi. FChamp activating the super, get the tentacles out of here. See what the lockdown is looking like. It's looking pretty bad, but a great defense by Squeegee. But finally, getting that touch in, and then the Yasuo is back in here.
Good timing brings out the stuffed bunny in this case, but doesn't work out. It's gonna be a limit strike. Unfortunate miss, called the roll, but again, the Kara cancels don't work this time. That's what they nerfed on Yasuo. So you gotta be careful. The Hasagi does not leave you into that confirmed as it used to, especially off the mid screen.
Yeah. All right. Let's see, Squeegee trying to get something going. It is just the Echo, but so far so good. Getting some big damage on Alawi Activates right here. Let's see what the mix is looking like. Okay, gonna get the hit in, and Alawi is out of here. Now it's just a Jinx, but you got that low health, so you gotta watch out.
Tentacles have been summoned because of Alawi being down. Still pretty good amount of health. Doesn't need to overextend here. And like I mentioned, this can really play Jinx at this full screen. That is one thing I think this patch has been really trying to push more for is the projectile zoning war. You know, whether you agree with it or not, it is one of those things where it makes a difference. And what all out on the break here. F-Champ Ryan is just by the fireplace reading some books, you know, reading to the grandchildren,
right?
And being able to just call out every plan of Squeegee.
Exactly. Yeah, calm the children, aka tentacles. But right now, Squeegee having some opportunity here with the Yasuo. There we go. We get that knockdown. Let's see what Squeegee's able to do. But the low confirms hits, and now it's all Alawi here, and it's gonna hurt. Continuing on, trying to get from one corner to another. We're getting there.
Yeah, going for this level 2 super. And trying to back up just a little bit. There's a projectile zap comes into place. This should be a dead echo. It is. And we're a little bit close to that level 3 for F-Champ. Waiting patiently. What a call out on the hop. And of course, closes it out with the level 3. That is all F-Champ Ryan wrote in the book of Squeegee.
the Squeegee chapter right there by F-Champ Ryan. All right, so
very
yeah,
nicely done.
Yeah, they're very, very nicely done. Once again, F-Champ showing why he plays these games at a high level. Once again, trying to get that 7th win, and you know, if it's going to be more of that, then it's looking pretty good for F-Champ Ryan for this week. But again, you never know for these newer players. You never know for the returning players. Once again, it is anybody's ball game here. But great stuff by F-Champ Ryan. Squeegee had some opportunities there with the Yasuo, but again, it's been the pedigree of F-Champ Ryan. Been playing these games for damn near a decade here to be able to do you know, just these conversions and like optimized combos.
You know, one thing I want to really highlight from all of this highlights, right, is that this is like really a great expression of how these two top tier characters, or rather one's top tier characters, because it's a little early for the tier list at the time, at this time, how Yasuo and Echo's changes really made a difference this time. We've seen that they've been touched in previous patches, but this one feels like, okay, we've heard you guys. We know that they've been a problem. We're gonna go and move forward with, like, we need to normalize that. And you know what? Riot is happy with how they're seeing the performance of Echo and Yasuo, and I couldn't agree more. I think that this is a way more, like, you just can't go into these situations that you usually will see with Echo and Yasuo without having to really work for them. Not to say that that wasn't the case for in those instances for Squeegee, but it's just one of those things where it's like you gotta get adapted to how these two characters are playing, because their changes were pretty significant. A lot of that routing before, you know, despite it being one of those things that kept them safe, it's not gonna work out as well as it was here. So. And Dapper Dinosaur, no, you cannot opt out of this chapter. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to start your chapter in just a little bit, but not right now. Okay, you got a minute. You got a little bit before you become New York Times best-selling chapter.
Okay, yeah, you got some time there. But yeah, as we get ready for our next match, we see here Spoons versus Sonic Fiend. So we're looking back on both of these players. Sonic Fiend kind of playing the mid-range here, and with, I believe it was with Spork going almost pretty full ham on the offense, and we see what Spoons did on his previous match, and it's maybe going to be more of the same on the offense, but hopefully he saw the Sonic Fiend match to just be aware. Yeah, he's going to be playing that. Sonic Fiend is going to play that mid range. He's going to play just finding the opportunities to get the jump in or just get the touch in and do the damage. But we'll see how if Sonic Fiend can withstand the uber aggressiveness of Ari and Echo when it comes to Spoon. So we'll see how that match is going to unfold there.
Absolutely. Another thing too, I think what's also important to identify here between Spoons and Sonic Fiend is that Sonic Fiend was playing against Spork to qualify,
Mhm.
and Spork just had a way more aggressive game plan from the very beginning. Spoons, I feel, is more of the patient player and
Mm.
optimizes everything. So I think where Sonic Fiend needs to really be able to come out on top in this match is one, consistency in the routing, right? We saw that there was a lot of drops that happened before, probably because they hadn't played in the month, whatever the case may be. But it is one of those situations where like they really need to be able to take out Ari. Remember, there's that health difference, right? That health difference is
Mm.
supposed to make up for all of these tools that she has. As soon as she's on the field, get her out of here, right? And
Right.
then just focus on the Echo. So I think it's going to be really important for Sonic Fiend to really utilize every asset, tool, strategy that they can. And then on the side of Spoons, I think what's really important is just maintaining that dominant positioning that they had when they were fighting against the Timo and Blitz with Let's Go, I think it was. Being able to just say, you know what, I'm in control. I'm behind the driver's seat.
Yeah.
This is all me right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. So we'll see, who is going to win out for this next match. But right now, we just appreciate it. Thank you, and appreciate everybody that is here for Breakout Series 2XKO week number 26. The bracket is underway right now. So once again, I'm gonna just go put and plug the Matcherino. If you click on the Matcherino and claim the code there, it really helps the players get a little bit of change. Once the tournament is all finished and we find out, who's going to win this week for Breakout. But yeah, hit that Matcherino if you feel like you want to, support the players and stuff like that. By all means, hit up that Matcherino, claim the code, and do what you can to support the people. And also, we also have our clothing line too for Breakout as well. I wanted to just give that a plug. And yeah, no, here we go. We got the 2025 summer collection right there. No limits. You get a nice looking hat there, nice looking sweater there with the great design there. Out now if you go to shop.breakoutes.com there for the No Limits 1.0 collection. And by all means, if you want to help out Breakout, that's another way to help out Breakout and support Breakout there as well. But right now, we're going to be looking at the top 8 here for the 2XKO, not Tekken, 2XKO. But yeah, F-Champ Ryan and Dapper Dinosaur, OTG Spoons and Sonic Fiend, and then FJT on the loser's side waiting to see who's going to be going to go up against FJT.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be very cool to see. I know that top 8's lower side, or the lower side of the bracket, is getting filled up, but nice to see that FJT is moving on forward, which is very hype. Again, I really liked how FJT was playing. I think it's just one of those situations where, matchup, just how Dapper Dinosaur was playing. And then, overall, what I really feel, it's interesting, right? Because kind of talking a little bit about F-Champ Brian and Dapper Dinosaur's match, because I saw a little bit in chat. Alawi stops so much. That's one of the reasons why she's such a good character. She's the type of character that just lets you think that you can get away with things, and truthfully, you cannot. She has such a great forward advancing normal. Her level 2 setup is one of those setups that you think you can get out, but you can't, and it does a lot of chip damage still. And then, God forbid that you actually get hit by it, you have to it's not just a one answer question. It's literally like a 3-way, okay, well, what do I do here? And then the other thing too is that I feel with the Jinx pairing, it makes everything like crazy. So speaking of which, that's our next match right now. F-Champ Brian versus Dapper Dinosaur. We got the Juggernaut Warwick, and then of course, wait, what? What?
We have
F-Champ Brian. Y'all like bamboozled me. Ari and Jinx.
Ari and Jinx. Okay, here we go. Yeah, no, F-Champ's like, I saw what the I saw what the Juggernaut did, so I was like, okay, let me make a little bit of an adjustment here. But we'll see how this is gonna go. F-Champ Ryan and Dapper Dinosaur's like move spoons and Sonic Beam. We're gonna have our match next. And right now, here we go. F-Champ Ryan versus Dapper Dinosaur. Warwick on Juggernaut and F-Champ getting that touch in. Once again, Fury activated very, very early. And let's see if that's gonna help out Dapper Dinosaur here.
Ooh, there's the low right there. That's a big pickup. Gonna break early to prevent the meter from going through. There's the low. Beautiful. Now we're getting zapped. And corner opportunity here for F-Champ Ryan. Gets the S2 slump and then full on setup for the Foxfire. We actually parried that, but because of the movement on F-Champ Ryan, we were able to avoid any punishes.
There we go. Yeah, F-Champ Ryan gets the super out there, and it now tags in the Jinx, looking to try to close this out. You got the beam happening as well. I missed the super there, Dapper Dinosaur. F-Champ Ryan is going to take that first round, actually.
If I was Dapper Dinosaur, I'd be kind of raging, like in the Jurassic Park style raging. Because what do you mean? You had the right call for the level 3, but then don't get it because it was still too slow.
Right, exactly. Yeah, right now, Dapper Dinosaur having to take all of this right now. F-Champ Ryan getting the low confirm once again. Didn't even move, just to stay there on the crouching position, and the low continues to touch. And right now doing some amazing damage right now. And there we go. Getting out of the corner and getting back into the corner, but now running out. It's the overhead.
Okay, I like that from actually Dapper Dinosaur. Didn't go for the full extension. Was worried about the break, but we blocked the Fury! And we got Besitos, but now we're gonna go for Orb and really make sure that Dapper Dinosaur goes down for the count.
There we go. F-Champ Ryan with the first set here. Let's see what Dapper Dinosaur will do and can do to try to make any sort of adjustment. Where we go. Back into the game. Gets a happy birthday for some decent and actually great damage. Getting the super here. Get on Jinx, and good start, great start actually for Dapper Dinosaur. The Fury is activated.
Push block. Ari does get hit, but what a good callback for the jump back. And then now we have the low and fully converting. Ari comes back, tagged in. That's going to be fully back into the mid screen. Does whiff on that pickup in the routing, but it's okay. It's a very tight link anyways. But we have pressure, and look at that, the dash, and then the overhead. Dapper Dinosaur has nothing in the tank right now to get out of this. We have the tag launcher.
Okay, throwing the trap.
Patience.
Yeah, throwing the trap right now, looking for the kill and the super. And that is going to be the round, getting beamed on by Jinx. F-Champ Ryan is looking at, is that point? No. First of 3.
Okay. Jinx is actually the one that was caught. Does whiff on the down H, but we are seeing some scrambles. The grab from F-Champ Ryan sets up the Foxfire projectile. Doesn't land, but hey, we don't need that. We're going to still get the corner carry.
Exactly. All right, once again, F-Champ Ryan keeping Dapper Dinosaur into the corner, back to the Jinx. Setting out the traps here. Putting on the pressure. Looking good. They keep actually locking down Dapper Dinosaur, but Dapper Dinosaur waiting for opportunity to be able to get out of that corner. Is not going to face F-Champ Ryan once again to get the switch to break. There we go. Back to F-Champ.
Beautiful block. That is a punish. There's the Fury, but we also got close enough for the throw loop. And we have level 4, but instead we're going to cash it out so that we can get to that meter and then have access to level 3 or any other super that Dapper Dinosaur wants to go through. It's going to be a little bit tricky here for F-Champ Ryan, but we land it. We do have Besitos available. Not sure if we're going to spend it with the Fury still available.
Oh, just the dive into the level 3 there. And I believe that. Well, I don't want a commentator's curse. Let's see. No, not the kill. But in a great position here. Oh, tried to level 3 and it got blocked. Dapper Dinosaur is like, get that out of here.
Very nice. I see Dapper really trying to utilize parry as a way to catch F-Champ Ryan off guard. But listen, there's a reason why Champ Ryan is that Evo champ who's just been able to really catch on to what exactly his opponent is doing. And we are looking solid. The projectile, the S1 projectile actually landing. And then, oh my god, that fox dash was so nice!
There we go. Champ continuing on the combo there. I got the projectile confirmed. And yeah, now it's back to the Jinx there. And the super. With the fireworks. And gonna end that Champ Ryan with 2.
That 7 Breakout Series win streak. Looking pretty nice with those 7 green letters. Or green and black letters, better said.
Exactly. There we go. There we go. But yeah, no, great stuff there. Once again, Champ Ryan not phased by the Juggernaut. But great stuff there by Dapper Dinosaur as well. It just missed that level 3 opportunity. But F Champ, just optimal right here. In making the switch to Ari rather than Alawi. It was a great choice there. And but yeah, let's see. Dapper Dinosaur find an opportunity here to get some damage in and around. And no, but it's been F Champ there.
Yeah, that parry on the Besitos was very, very nice. But I think what was really good here, it's unfortunate that the replay didn't catch it, but I really just want to just slightly talk about how F-Champ Brian got the hard knockdown and then went ahead and did Spirit Rush to catch off guard with the corner. But we're hopping right straight into it. Another Ari with spoons on the side and Sonic Fiend jumping right in with the Echo and Warwick.
There we go. Okay, now it's Sonic Fiend doing the sandwiching on Spoons, and Spoons kind of trying to take a space back. Like, hey, let me breathe a little bit. But Spoons found the footing here, able to get a happy birthday going, and waiting to see where Spoons is going to attack next. But now going to put the pressure on Sonic Fiend.
Right, there goes the overhead, but it was in the air, so it is going to be safe. Right now, Spoon's just trying to find a way to get in again on this mid-screen range, but we called out the launcher, so delayed on the grab a bit.
All right, now Spoon's putting on the pressure, gets the overhead, continuing on here, and the break, and the Warwick again doing the damage into the super. It did not connect here.
Ooh, what a call out on the grab! Very nice. That was actually going to be really dangerous if the setup on the back and forth was not solidified. So now Spoon's down the Ari. Will lose the Warwick on Sonic Fiend's side, and health is still in the advantage of Sonic Fiend.
Yeah, right now, Sonic Fiend trying to put the mix. Nice block there by Spoons here. But let's see. Okay, great defense by both players. Spoons on the lower health and got hit with the overhead, and another overhead as well to get the round. Sonic Fiend.
Those overheads were coming in very nicely. That is going to be Warwick who's going to get hit there. Went for the tag back and forth. We got the overhead. He's been like almost 4 for 4 on all the opponents faced tonight with that overhead to pick up. Again,
Exactly. All right, here we
the projectile off of the S2.
Here we go. Let's continue on, tagging in Echo here. Back into the Ari. Nice jump in once again, getting the setup. Doing the adjustment here. Let's continuing on, putting Warwick into the corner.
Okay, calls out the wake up special. That's something that Sonic's been pretty consistent about as far as wake up options are concerned. And I'm glad that Smooth really did a good attempt to try to avoid it. Right now, it's just a situation of corner. And we are going to be at risk at losing Ari here in just a little bit. But tagged right in.
Ooh.
And having to deal with Besitos.
Level 3 here, connecting on Warwick. And that is a KO'd Warwick. Sonic Fiend just having the Echo. Let's see how this is going to turn out. Echo can turn it around once again, but also Spoons also having the Echo and preferring that mirror matchup, I suppose.
Okay. There is the time freeze on the time winder. Spoon still with level 3 here on the Echo. And there it goes. Gonna catch it out.
There it is. Level 3 there. Taking the ball. And the KO 1-1 here.
Who's ahead? Attacks in the Echo. Trying to dash in. Goes on the underside, but I'm going to pick it up here. This time around, picked up a little bit of the Ari on some damage, but still not able to clean out. Let's see if this route can go for it.
Right now, okay, got Sonic Fiend got the roll, knowing where Spoons was going to end up. Back to the Echo. Echo's almost out of here on Spoon's side, and got covered there with that setup. Spoon's out now having the Ari and a practically full bar team here. We'll see how Spoon's gonna do the damage here with level 1 super. I actually have level 2 now. Well, here we go.
Projectile goes out. Oh, beautiful. Tried to dash onto the other side. There's the super assist. Gets the double overhead. Not enough to kill as Echo was checking out of the birthday.
Exactly. Okay. But Spoons has been getting the confirms here, and it's looking like a dead Warwick. Not going to drop anything, and the drill. There goes Warwick. Now he's got to deal with the Echo. Spoons also has the Fury to use as well, but not yet.
Your patience. What a nice push block too. There's the double, and you have it. Spoon's first game on the board against Sonic Fiend. Cleaned it up pretty good. Sonic Fiend going back and forth. But again, Spoons was just ready for these corner situations that made the world of a difference.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, let's see how this set is going to look like. Sonic Fiend is going to make the adjustments, or Spoons are going to try to attempt to run over Sonic Fiend. We're going to find out right now. Spoons so far getting that corner position, continuing on with the damage. Nice neutral jump, but the get off he happens as well.
Ooh, beautiful block on the break. That's going to be quite damaging. And also opportunity here. Oh, Sonic Fiend, no! Trying to go for that super and it just doesn't connect. That's another one that's just not been able to really end there.
Nice overhead setup there by Sonic Fiend, and that's almost a dead Ari. But there we go. Got that low confirm and got Ari out of there. Spoons with the Echo left and do the damage. Oh, but here we go. Sonic Fiend.
Launches through. There we go. This time, level 3 super goes ahead and lands. There's the Spirit Rush. It's going to be a lot to come back, though.
Definitely. Okay, throws got connected, but forward got the touch, and Sonic Fiend gets the round.
Okay. Overhead again! That overhead is so cheeky because it's like slow, but at the same time, it's not slow. It's really hard to lock it down.
Right. Yeah, getting the timing down. Spoons has been on top of that with the Ari, and now Sonic Fiend in danger of losing the Echo. Spoons doing a great combo route here, and still almost full health on both characters. But now Warwick gets back in there. Now Ari can continue the pressure, waiting for the button confirmed by Sonic Fiend. Nice interruption as well.
It's so nice to be able to hit down H on that. Gets the grab. Also going to be able to continue the throw thanks to the freestyle opportunity with Ari already out.
Oh, got out of there, but there goes Warwick. Spoons got the Warwick out of there. It's not looking pretty good for Spoons, but again, Sonic Fiend can't turn it around with the Echo. Gets the throw. And there we are. Spoons set point.
Both players having a round apiece and really trying to make something work here, especially on to maintain their side of the winners. Beautiful defense. I think we were going to see Spoons try to go for a charge heavy, but Sonic is pressing.
Oh, almost got clipped there. Sonic Fiend, but Spoons continuing to get the movement. There we go. Sonic Fiend getting the touch in. Ari is getting close to being out of there, but the Echo is tagged in, putting on some damage into Warwick. Super connected. Continuing on, gets the launch. Back.
Okay, picks it up right afterwards. We're gonna go for the level 1 orb. No potential for it to block the break. It's all good because again, that is a resource that is gone. The second part of the double overhead landing here for Spoons. And this routing is gonna make it hurt.
Yeah, definitely right now. Okay, the Echo is in there. Echo's about to be out of there on Sonic Fiend's side, and the Warwick is left to play the catch up. But let's see how Sonic Fiend does the adjustment. This is the grab though. And the super connects. Gonna get catch up beam. Yeah.
Now it will be Spoons who will move on to face F-Champ Ryan. Winners finals. Very strong performance there for Spoons, who's just been so good today with that Ari and Echo. Like I mentioned before, one of those situations where, you just see someone just so confident in their game plan, in their strategy, right? We had Sonic Fiend who really tried to make or not necessarily make or break, but really try to capitalize off of situations and scrambles. But again, when you don't clean your food or when you don't feel confident in the pressure and you kind of let go of your momentum, this is what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah. Definitely. And also like the missed opportunity of some of the level 1s that Sonic Fiend tried. And Spoons was able to just capitalize on those misses. But yeah, Spoons able to move on here to the to the next round of top 8. But yeah, up next we got Kyo Kusada looking at the Ari and Squeegee once again with Yasuo. So we're going to see who's going to continue on the loser's side, I believe, and then and who's going to be out of here for this week of Breakout 2XKO.
Yeah, Squeegee we saw earlier with that Yasuo and Echo, so the typical classic pick. I'm curious to see because Squeegee actually played here, played against Bad Boy Ray, who was on the Echo, Warwick and Ari. So I'm wondering here for Kyo Kusada, how they're gonna be working into this top 8 against Squeegee, right? Like we definitely saw that where Squeegee's problem is that first you were facing against F-Champ Ryan, right?
Yeah,
who was already
right.
super dominant with the Alawi and Jinx. But also too, it was all about being like trying to figure out how to get in and manage so with the changes that have happened for Yasuo, and really trying to identify like, okay, if I'm dealing with trying to like apply pressure, try to optimize on my routing and things like that, how can I do that the best possible way and not be safe at the same time? Because again, a lot of those normals, they're not safe anymore. They're not as potent as you can just like do them mindlessly, not like autopilot and call it a day.
Yeah, no, just being able to just make those patch adjustments. Yeah, no, we were seeing Squeegee missing part of the combo route because of the patch changes. So hopefully Squeegee is able to either have a different route or be able to just adjust different button, whatever it looks like. And Kyo Kusada continuing to survive the bracket right now. So we're waiting to see how their game plan and gameplay is going to pan out, when it comes to going up against Squeegee. But yeah, right now we are on the, if you're just, missing out or just jumping in, We are at the top 8 portion of the 2XKO Breakout Series week number 26. So I hope you guys, enjoy the rest of the matches. Once again, I am Nerd in the Bay, and with me is Sakura. How you feeling so far when it comes to the top 8? How are you feeling when it comes to the bracket and all the gameplay that we're seeing so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the bracket play that we've seen so far tonight has been pretty much where I expect this. The last patch has been meant to be for a lot of players. I'm not surprised with F Champ. I was surprised though with the Ari pick. I did not expect the Ari pick to
Yeah.
come in like that. Like, honestly, I was just like, what? That's crazy. Like, I didn't even know. I thought, F Champ was loyal to Alawi and Jinx. I can see the Jinx though is definitely probably where his loyalties lie. I'm not surprised with Spork. I'm not surprised with Spoons. I really am glad to see like Dapper as well as Sonic Fiend. I think what I love seeing most about particularly Dapper is honestly the utilization of movement. I feel like that Warwick movement is very, very scary once you let Dapper Dinosaur just run on through.
No, definitely. So yeah, no, we're just waiting to see for our next match. People are getting set up. Hopefully they're not double bracketing tonight at another place, but if they are, then it is what it is. That happens when it comes to like these online tournaments. But yeah, just waiting for the next match for Kyo, Kusada, and Squeegee. But yeah, no, just if you're once again, if you're new to Breakout, we do 2XKO every Tuesday. Once again, we have tournaments throughout the week. Mondays is Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Wednesdays is Tekken, and I believe there's Tekken Academy happening on the weekend as well, or it's like a rotational academy game as well. So yeah, no, we're just waiting to see, and once we get into this match, I believe we have a break coming up, so people can get stretch their legs, whatever they got to do, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, and all that sort of thing. But yeah, no, we're just trying to hope you guys are just just here enjoying the matches, and we're enjoying it as well, and we're thankful once again for the opportunity to be able to commentate it and see how the gameplay continues to evolve once again when it comes to 2XKO. But yeah, how you feel? I know, Saki, you were saying like a little tired, but we're holding it down as best as possible. But yeah, I think we are having a break coming up as well. But we're just gonna wait for the next match. We're waiting for the bracket to continue to unfold once again. If we're looking at the top 8, Spoons and F Champ Ryan. So a little bit of lore here. Spoons is the kind of the student of F Champ Ryan when it comes to like the Marvel days. So definitely have trained up under F Champ.
I can see that.
Yeah, definitely gonna see like a student versus master match here in the winners final. So that's actually pretty exciting to see. But yeah, no, we're waiting. As the loser side of the bracket is gonna play out. But I wonder if Spoons has some sort of like anti either Alawi Jinx tech that he might be hiding, or if F Champ is gonna show why he's the teacher out of the two. But okay, we have our next match here, and it looks like we're gonna be getting ready. We see North Stars here at the lobby here. Everybody is all chilling and hanging out. I appreciate this little like living room layout here, kind of like a battle hub situation when it comes to like a Street Fighter 6 or that sort of thing. I don't know how you feel about like layouts like of a hub or stuff like that, or you just wait at the option screen for your ranked match. How you feel about that?
So I really like this lobby layout. I always vibe to like the music inside the lobby. I do think that it's one of those things where it's just your preference, right? Do you want to stick in the lab? But I do feel like queue times in this game are pretty fast, so to actually be in the lab and make something of a substantial change, or training a situation, it's not available as quickly because you're just getting queued right into it. So some of these lobbies actually make more sense to have, and then you just go ahead and you queue up in. But like we mentioned before, we got Squeegee and Kyo Kusada, who is on the Blitzcrank and Echo, and we're already starting off strong with that horizontal slash.
So exactly, here we go. Squeegee. Oh, gets the low there, gets for the knockdown. Blitzcrank. And to see Squeegee kind of playing the zoning game at the moment. Throwing out the win right there. And there we go. Gets the touch and Kyo gets Blitzcrank out of there.
Ooh, doesn't get the sever and also misses the 2H. Unfortunate here for Kyokusada, or rather better said, for Squeegee. Kyokusada, though, looking like taking over the driver's seat a little bit.
Definitely. Here we go. Kyokusada had something going there, but like lost the combo as well. Gets the jump in. Squeegee trying to get that Blitzcrank out of there, continuing the pressure. It's low confirm once again. Blitzcrank is about to be out of there unless the drop. Nope, no drop there. Squeegee taking out Blitzcrank and now has to deal with the Echo.
Ooh, that's a launch right here. Kyokusada gonna lose the Echo and lose the first round from the level 3.
It is. There's the first round there. Level 3 connected. Squeegee gonna be on the board with the round so far. Once again, this is Loser's Top 8. I believe it is a first to 2 until we get to the finals, I believe.
There goes the launcher here. Big pickup. And I love that. Pulled out the recovery Landon. And then the Helm Breaker to follow through.
Exactly. Right now, once again, doing that damage onto the Blitzcrank, which maybe being the bigger problem out of the two, or just having those opportunities for just getting the damage in on the Blitzcrank. Right now, it's been Squeegee's game so far. Now the Yasuo is back in here.
Beautiful. Kept you on your toes there for Kyokusada. Now it's just the Echo. There's the horizontal sever. And that should be all Squeegee wrote if we could get that optimized. And we should.
There it is. Oh, and a perfect?
7 black and white, green, yellows. Not yellows. Letters right there.
Depending on the victory screen, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, here we go. Once again. Oh, got caught sleeping right now, unless he's away or controller issues.
Ooh, this might be a problem here for Kyokusada. I see Squeegee. Okay, there we go. That was attack there, so I think Kyokusada was able to get it fixed up. Squeegee was like, you know what? We're going.
Yeah. Like, if you're not ready, I'm going. Oh, he wants a swap. Oh, okay. He mispressed like continuing, and he wants to go for the swap. I gotcha. So Squeegee can just, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see what happened. Yeah, sometimes that ending screen, you're just like mashing buttons, and it can be a little bit delayed. And honestly, if I may, while this is actually happening, I believe there is so much negative edge in this game, they need to address it.
Yeah.
Yep. Because between the auto set and then of course how the menus feel, because there is a pretty significant delay into when you're selecting and when you're actually choosing some of the menus, and even on some of the characters / inputs that you do, you still feel that pretty hard.
So now we're wondering what the change is going to be on Kyo's side. I mean, a lot of the damage was like taking out the Blitzcrank pretty much right away. So I'm assuming the Blitzcrank is going to be switched out, unless Kyo is really confident that the Blitzcrank can do some great damage, as long as he's able to find the opportunity. They are able to find the opportunity to be able to get that damage in there. So we'll see how that's going to go right now. Let's see what Kyokusada is going to pick. Oh, okay. Going for the Vi. And the Alawi.
With 2x assist.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually like this pick a lot. Not gonna lie, I think this pick can really contest what Squeegee's dishing out. More so because of the Alawi, but I'm genuinely curious what's the thought process and strategy with the Vi. That horizontal slash, by the way, That hitbox just narrowly missed Kyokusada's Vi.
Oh man. But right now, Squeegee on top of it here, getting that damage in. And continuing on the offense. There we go. Vi going boxing right now. Continuing on with the electrics. Okay, it's very, very active right now. But it is back to Squeegee on the offense, putting that damage on. So Lowy. Now the Echo's back in here. We're going to go ahead and activate.
Very good parry, but again, doesn't stop the screen. There's a bit of a hit there for Vi. This might be a 2x KO, actually. Yes! And we're going into level 3!
There it is. Mmm. Like so.
Very nice there from Squeegee on potential set point and be able to get the side swap and pick up really nicely. Gets the tag launcher.
Hey.
Set up.
Like Squeegee gonna activate here, but that is back to looking at. Okay, back to the Yasuo. We're tagging in the Alawi. Just get some health in there. We're getting tagged right now by the Echo. See what the combo route is.
Yep, definitely getting those breaks out and going. Calls out the air, goes left and right. There's the parry to stop the pressure. But Squeegee's like, you know what? Let me not press. Let me wait my turn. Gets the low. And we get the Kara. That's going to be a loop.
Squeegee got that low reset and now able to take out the Alawi. Now to justify. But Squeegee has been just aggressive right now. Misses the throw whiff, but gonna get the set actually. Squeegee 2-0.
Awesome job there for Squeegee. I did really enjoy the change into the Vi and the Lowy, but what I think is where it kind of just fell apart is that like Squeegee understood the name of the game immediately. Like there was just no, I know your habits at this point. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to like just take you out. We're gonna keep on this bracket. We're gonna keep going forward, and that's it. The change does not affect me. So really good stuff there from Kyokusada and Squeegee. Unfortunate for Kyokusada, who will end at 7th tonight. But hey, Squeegee's still going in and inside that bracket.
Yeah, and Squeegee gonna be going up against Dapper Dinosaur right now. You know, as on the next bracket match. But we're looking back on this match here. It was pretty much full control of Squeegee. Just being able to get the damage in. Yasuo with Yasuo didn't see as many drops as the previous match here, but Kyokusada trying to get something going here. Got the perfect and the 2x KO. And it was just basically like a statement match for Squeegee.
Yeah, that 2x KO was a really nice touch here. This was also just another great example too of, again, Squeegee was just in driver's seat control. Kyokusada again had the Vi and the Alawi to follow up with afterwards. Just didn't do the job it needed to. But up next, we should have FJT and Van the Man. Van the Man has been one of the players that we haven't seen just yet tonight, but FJT, we saw the Darius and Braum. Really good one. Let me tell you. Again, I feel like where, you know, FJT fell to, I believe it was Dapper Dinosaur, it was more so because we really got to see that without those particular, situations that Braum needs to get momentum going, having a very fast mobility character was sort of like a weakness to FJT.
Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, no, we're just gonna wait to see how just this matchup is gonna unfold here. FJT once again with the Braum and Darius, and like as you were saying, Van the Man continuing on the bracket, but we don't know what that team makeup is gonna look like. So yeah, we're just gonna wait and see. Up next, but once again, continuing on the bracket. Just to remind you guys, F-Champ Ryan and OTG Spoons, Master versus Student winners finals match is going to happen there once again. And then yeah, the FGT and Man the Man we're going to be seeing up next. Sonic Fiend is going to be waiting for the winner of that. And then we just saw Kyokusada and Squeegee match as well, and Dapper Dinosaur going to be waiting for that match versus Squeegee. So the top 8 is continuing on. So yeah, no, great stuff here for tonight for 2XKO.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, as we're waiting for these next matches, it's awesome to be able to come every week to be able to play some 2XKO and actually get a chance to practice. Being in the commentator seat, it's definitely a little bit of jealousy, because I'm like, you know what, I definitely could probably beat a couple of people here and show off my Ari and Yasuo. Mind you, I'll probably go 0-2, but that's okay, that's fine.
That's fine, yeah.
That's why I'm in the commentator seat. But it is definitely a fun time if you want to join the Breakout community and join on the series side as well. So we are just waiting for SJT and Van the Man to head into this lobby so that we could go ahead and finish out the first portion of this top 8, and then we can keep on chugging along to see who will be crowned. Again, probably one of the most anticipated players that we're looking to see win tonight is F-Champ Ryan, but there's a couple of good contenders that can really make that a challenging, right? We got Spoons, like you mentioned, the Sensei versus the Student. Sonic Fiends also, despite not playing for quite a bit, is really showing off strong. Dapper Dinosaur, again, showing off the only representative of Juggernaut, if I may add as well. And then, of course, Squeegee, who's also just doing really well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, we see like the people that usually return for these matches. It's awesome to see the progress that they did from the start, basically. From where they started in terms of like the breakout like weekly brackets to where they're at now. So I know when I'm kind of like pulling the veil a little bit. Spoons. I showed this the breakout to Spoons, like, hey, yeah, we do 2XKO every Tuesday. So he's been grinding on these brackets. Okay, we've been grinding on these brackets, and like just starting with the 0-2s, and then eventually now where he's winners finals, going to go up against F-Champ Ryan. But that's going to be what we're going to be seeing as we get that next match before we get to FJT and Van der Man. But it looks like we're going to be getting into a quick break here. You'll be able to just stretch your legs and use the restroom, grab a drink, whatever you got to do. So yeah, check back in. We're going to be doing more 2XKO top 8 in just a little bit. All right, we are back here for more 2XKO here, week 26 for the Breakout series. I hope you guys are, got your break in, went to the restroom, grab a snack, grab a drink. I don't know if it's hot over there where you're at. It's definitely heating up here in March of all times here for the rest of the year. So yeah, we are back here. We're going to get, I believe we were mentioned what the next match is going to be: Sonic Fiend and FJT.
Yep, it does seem so. So we're going to be heading out to be able to see those two play. It's interesting because like Sonic Fiend actually was mentioning in chat, definitely would love to enter more, but just because of like work nights and things like that, it's hard to enter. And honestly, I totally get that. Being full-time employee, things can definitely be a little bit hard to actually hop in and be able to enjoy just because of how much work takes out of us. So we are very appreciative, Sonic Fiend, that you're here tonight, and you're doing such a good job too, right? Like, so, kind of taking a preview of the top 8 playoffs. This is again for 2XKO. We have in the winners final side F-Champ Brian versus Spoons, and then down below we are closing in onto the loser side. We got Sonic Fiend versus FJT, and then Dapper Dinosaur versus Squeegee.
Exactly.
These players are here. They're cooking. They're trying to cook.
Exactly. So yeah, once again, F-Champ Ryan, OTG Spoons, the student versus master matchup right there for winners final. Sonic Fiend, FJT, getting that DQ win over Van the Man and Dapper Dinosaur and Squeegee to close out the losers side of things. So we'll see how that is all going to turn out as we continue on here. But yeah, no, we're going to be waiting for the next match, FJT versus Sonic Fiend. But once again, just want to reiterate, once again, if you're new here, we do this every Tuesday, so get your training in for the rest of this week, and then go ahead and sign up for Breakout here on Tuesdays. But right now, here we go: FJT versus Sonic Fiend. We got the Darius, we got the Braum, we got the Echo, and the Warwick here. We'll see how this match is going to play out.
Indeed. We're gonna hop right into it. So again, Sonic Fiend with the freestyle and FJT. Oh my goodness, because I know someone from NRS who's DJT. So FJT is Braum and Darius, and we're already starting off with the Braum shield to go out, but the assist from Warwick is catching it, and you can't even clip Echo.
Oh no. Okay. A little back and forth here. Got that assist hit right there, but the Echoes continue do that. Be aggressive. Sonic Fiend getting the touch, but the get off happening as well for FJT. Kind of keeping it a little bit at bait until Sonic Fiend starts to dash in or dive in.
Hey, big landing here. We're gonna go straight into this level 1, and there we go. We have Ice Shield also applied thanks to Double Down, so good chunk of damage now. And we also punish the whip grab. That is a break, and with armor too, but the parry still whipping. It's a bit of a messy scramble and messy pickup, but FJT is saying, you know what, we're still picking up really nicely. And the bait on the parry from Sonic Fiend.
Exactly. Okay, the dash in there. We just press some buttons, and if they hit. And yeah, but Sonic Fiend losing out on the Echo, and now it's just the Warwick, but Darius said, get that Warwick out of here with the KO.
Ready. Let's go.
There's the Braum shield.
Going low
Good
here.
blocks.
Yeah. They're going to block. Good block there. There we go. Sonic Fiend getting that damage in there. But FJT great on the movement, even with the big body characters.
Hey, big pickup here for FJT. Should be their corner, plus the, oh my gosh, no, the second projectile was invulnerable due to the fact that Sonic Fiend was already recovering. So now that corner is going to belong to Sonic Fiend. There's the break here from FJT, who does get under Echo. It's just a fight for the corner right now.
Exactly. So super utilized there. Gets the low confirm to get some damage on Warwick with the Braum. But Sonic Fiend with the Warwick and that touch in, but that is out of there for Echo, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
No, again, not cashing out on the right super. In these situations, Darius still went down at the very least, so that's good there. But the evasive guard from FJT is going to help solidify the first game on this board.
FJT getting on the board first over Sonic Fiend. So let's see what Sonic Fiend can do. If Sonic Fiend is going to change. Get a little breather here. Waiting to see. All right, here we go.
Ooh, beautiful air to air. Not gonna pick it up though. It's unfortunate, but we do get that air grab.
Man, yeah, they're going at it here right now with the dash in. Oh, happy birthday! But they get Offie as well with the break. Nice jump in there by FJT, doing some great damage on both characters.
You apprehend. Tricking Sonic Fiend there. Gonna lose the Warwick. Rom shield out. Pressure. I do like that. Tried to jump and avoid the overhead. FJT rolls and we're actually gonna get punished for that roll.
Hey, FJT dealing with the damage on the Brawn. Sonic Fiend want to get that Braum out of there. Now switching over to the Darius. See what the movement is looking like. Oh, misses the air special. And now Sonic Fiend trying to get some damage in there. The Warwick is back to the Echo.
Push block. Beautiful down H. That's gonna force Sonic Fiend to use Fury. I love that. Because the camera was still focused on Warwick, Sonic Fiend actually ran through with Echo because again, Fury, you have that movement speed. But there's the Ice Shield and Darius has level 3!
Oh. There it is. Echo is out of there. The KO. FJT. Oh no, not 2 yet.
Not just yet, but we're definitely working towards that 2-0 here. Sonic Fiend's gonna have to shape up and try to get in.
Alright, here we go. Great moving by both. Darius getting the touch on Warwick with the headless super.
At least bleed it is applied, and then again that keeps that just safe so that there's no punish. Beautiful tag from the assist. FJT reading that Sonic Fiend was going to try to punish, and unfortunate here that now it's just the Warwick who still has bleed.
Yeah, definitely. FJT looking at a great position here. Did keep it at bay. I got that touch in, putting in that damage. What? Sonic Fiend found a way in there, found the gap. Continuing on putting on the damage on the Warwick. Lurker Claw. Now the Bloodlust.
Break throw attack. We're going into the armor and FJT. Gorgeous call out to use the reversal super. And now sits on the board 2-0. Moving on into the losers semis.
Oh, man. Yeah, great stuff there by FJT. Once again. Yeah, just finding those opportunities for the damage. A great movement once again. As I was mentioning, for a big body team having wonderful movement there. But yeah, no, Sonic Fiend attempted and tried, but was just getting bodied there by the big bodies there with both Rom and Darius.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like we really saw Sonic try to take advantage, especially in that moment with like the movement from Echo Fury. But it is one of those times where you're just seeing like this gorgeous tag. That was such a crucial play here. Take and eliminate the Echo so early on. Again, FJT really showing off how Braum can survive. I love it. I love it here. We're hopping right next into the next match. We got Dapper Dinosaur versus Squeegee. Let's go. We love to see it. We're hungry for these games.
There we go. We appreciate that. Just jumping in right into it, match. Squeegee versus Dapper Dinosaur. Once again, Dapper Dinosaur on that Juggernaut. See how the Warwick is gonna last here versus Squeegee.
All right, replay already starting out strong. Dapper Dinosaur is gonna get that Fury pretty soon. Tag launcher is in play. There's the limit strike as well.
All right, Squeegee just waiting to see where the whip punch is gonna look like, and he gets clipped once again. Activates the Fury. Dapper Dinosaur. And can Dapper Dinosaur survive this?
Let them play the game, Squeegee!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! That was a full perfect.
Yeah, that was a full perfect. Squeegee.
Okay, break here from Squeegee's side to take back the momentum. Soggy. Oh, I love that, the empty jump, but this time Dapper Dinosaur calls it out.
Exactly. Continuing the string there. We get off me right there as well. Continuing that pressure. DP connects. Gets a little bit of spacing. Great blocking there by Squeegee, but gonna get. Oh no!
Ooh, whips right now. Finally, Squeegee picking it up though. We're close to that Fury, and we just got it.
Not to activate it just yet. Maybe he wants to take out the Yasuo, and will do so. Now it's just the Echo.
Ooh, there it is. It's activated. This should be a dead Echo as well. So, oh no, not yet. It's scaled.
Oh, not the assist, but
the backhand.
Waiting.
Again.
Nice confirmed touch here. Activates the super. What it's looking like so far. And the Fury is activated. Also another activation, but the grab is going to grab, and Dapper with one on the board on the round.
That was so close there for Squeegee, but you know, it was the grab at the end of the day. Dapper Dinosaur, though, definitely being more aggressive on these grabs. Gonna be able to get a bite out of Echo, but has to break.
Oh, great slash there by Squeegee. Catch him in the air. And now Echo is doing Echo things. Great blocking there by Dapper Dinosaur as well. Finding the confirm. And that's going to be a... No, not yet. Oh, there it is. That Echo.
Now there's the Yasuo that's coming into play here, but it's already looking like kind of dire situation. As we're gonna see the wall slump. No grab despite the tech, but no! And unfortunate, again, trying to use that level 3 to punish. Just like the second time in the night that we see Dapper Dinosaur trying to go for that, but it just doesn't work. And then, of course, the raw slashes from the Bloodlust.
Exactly. Dapper Dinosaur getting that Fury in there and getting the slashes for the set. So now Dapper Dinosaur is up 1.
Alright, we're hopping right back in. Once again, Dapper Dinosaur, the one who is on the board right now.
Nice air-to-air there by Squeegee. When it activates. Nice switch in the Fury.
Alright, Hasagi whiffing. There's the break. But we have the Sever Diagonal. And that's a big pickup here. Again, it's going to scale because of the Fury defense multiplier. But no! The wall climb is going to catch Squeegee off guard.
Yeah, that was a great wall climb there into the super. Not going to kill yet, but that will touch. And that is going to be Yasuo out of there. Now it's just Echo and the Warwick. There's still a chance here.
Okay. We go on the left side, left-right mix. Should be able to kill Warwick, if not just a sliver. Yup, there it goes.
There it is. So I'm trying to make sure that is a dead Warwick. Okay, round 2 here. Luigi starting off strong with the offense. That looked like that was a parry. Oh, the side switch once again.
Pick up. And that's going to be a limit strike placed in. Wind wall set up. And we're going to get an empty jump. Trying to get the setups. Beautiful slash downwards. Dapper Dinosaur getting back that help. Asagi just trip guarding just slightly right there. And a big pickup here for the Yasuo. Limit strike in place to build up that meter.
All right, Echo tagged in here. Now it's back to the Echo. And let's see if Squeegee gonna close that out. I believe so. And that will be the round there and also the set. So it's now 1-1 Squeegee.
Not surprised. These two are probably one of the strongest in the bracket after Spoons and F-Champ Brian, and they have been really keeping up with each other in this match.
Definitely. Great back and forth happening with these two. And yeah, no, there's still more to go here. We'll see who's going to be winning out this next set.
Okay, limit strike against build up the meter. I do like that Squeegee's utilizing that diagonal sever to try to catch a lot of the instances where Dapper is in the air. Beautiful Hisagi with a tag to follow up as well. He's definitely looking a little Dapper.
I see what you did there. Squeegee right now, going into activation, gets the throw. Once again, it's always within this like health range that Dapper Dinosaur, activating the heat but able to turn it around. So right now, Squeegee keeping Dapper Dinosaur at bay, now getting sandwiched into the super.
All right, Squeegee, what a dominant first round. Very similar, I would say, to the first round from the last game. Just super strong, momentum based all the way. Okay, I see you, Dapper Dinosaur, calling it out. Great change, by the way. Great way to show off that new change from the patch where, like, Time Winder does not get to continue thanks to the parry.
Okay. All right, wall climb right there. A bit of scrambling happening at the moment, or with the dive. Echo's almost out of there. Squeegee. Ooh. Okay. Press the super, but it was whipped there. Nice jump in. All right, Yasuo. And continuing on Squeegee.
I'm a little, I'm curious why there was that choice to do the level 3, and I think it might have been an input error and was trying to go for the level 1. Because that is going to leave with no bar there for Dapper, and even though Fury's in place, again, we're going to see such little damage. Not little damage, but little health in this situation.
Right. Okay. Attempted at a cross up. But Squeegee keeping Dapper Dinosaur at bay. Sandwiching once again. And that is going to be 2-1 Squeegee.
Yep. And that is indeed Squeegee moving on to loser semis. And gonna be facing off against FJT. But before we do any of that, let's talk about a little bit about that match. Again, such a dominant first round here off that first game. So strong. And then we're gonna see Dapper here also coming back just as strong.
Exactly.
We have that bloodlust there too as well. And then also here too, right? Like we just seen these scrambles that have happened, and usually Dapper's been able to really recover from them and win against them. But we really see Squeegee just taking full advantage of this team.
Definitely, yeah, definitely with a bunch of times of the sandwich happening with Squeegee, and then Dapper Dinosaur picking and choosing where the Fury was going to be placed. It's just that it was close. It was a close game until Squeegee was starting to edge it out at the very end there, 2-1. But good stuff there by Dapper Dinosaur, getting as far as they did. with the Juggernaut and with that damage happening, just going throughout the bracket.
Absolutely. Really good stuff there. So up next, we're gonna be actually hopping over to F Champ Brian and Spoons. This has been
Mm.
the long-awaited match that we've been waiting for: Sensei versus Student, right?
Yeah.
Winner of this, of course, is gonna be our first three of the night. We'll be heading to grand finals, and if it's gonna be F Champ Brian, we got those 7 lucky numbers to make this one the 7th in a row. If not, we
Ooh.
still got a chance, but it looks like we have the Ari and Jinx this time around. We saw that Potent Ari before.
We did. Yeah, yeah. Keep putting Alawi on the bench at the moment. Now we're getting the Jinx and the Ari versus Echo versus Ari. So we'll see how this goes. Once again, Spoons versus F Champ for winners finals.
Have I mentioned to you that every time I see B Ari, I feel like I see a tarantula with how her tail is?
Okay, I see it. Okay. Right now, Spoons is seeing damage at the moment, but F Champ once again keeping it at bay. F Champ known for like their more zoning style when it comes to like Marvel style games, but being able to find the balance between the Ari and the Jinx.
Okay. I love these pickups with Skybones as well. All right. Slight stagger pressure here, trying to find a way to open. Gets the low S2, gets the launcher, and we're gonna get the level 1. Beautiful stuff.
There we go. And that is a KO'd Echo on Spoons' side. Let's see what Spoons can do to try possibly take out a character and try to get the round here. Right now, it's been F Champ on top of it. Jinx tagged in here, and that's going to be the KO for this round. F Champ.
Yeah, I like that there's a lot of like good acknowledgement from F Champ on the spacing side of things. You can really see where F Champ is trying to catch Spoons off guard, but this time Spoons wins the battle with the left-right mix-up thanks to the overhead.
It's the low connected here. Let's see what the mix is going to look like. Neutral jump was blocked. See F Champ now getting on the offense. Nice tag there by Spoons. Gonna get hit there. F Champ continuing on the offense, putting on that damage onto Echo.
Okay.
Hey, nice break there, able to just stop whatever Spoons was going to get going here. And Echo is looking a little bit in trouble. Once again, F Champ playing that zoning game, gets the beam out of there, and there goes Echo.
That beam was so cheeky, right? You see Ari just blowing a kiss and being like, you wish. What a grab in the air. That's going to lead into a conversion plus setup galore. Skybones, and then another pickup with Ari after the tech recovery. Besitos for your troubles. And the first game's going to go to F Champ Brian.
There he goes. So far, there's been times where Spoons is able to get the damage in there, but again, F Champ just plays these hyper fighting style games here for a better part of a decade, from like Marvel 2 to Marvel 3. And we're continuing on for this next round here. Let's see what Spoons can do to adjust.
Goes the overhead and the tag launcher to boot as well. Setting it up. Beautiful fake out. Gets the shimmy so that we could go ahead and keep that pressure going and back into full screen. Just being able to zone out here with the projectiles very nicely.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, spending out the traps and the missiles, keeping Spoons at bay and whittling down Echo in the process. Gets us back in there, hammering down into the traps. Once again, the beam is out. Echo is also out of there.
The defense, there was that parry, but it was a little too early for the intent. Also, we got the overhead right after.
Production sharing some lore between these two here. I just see a screenshot right there. But yeah, as I was looking at that, the beam is going to take out Ari and F-Champ. Getting around in.
All right, here we go. Gonna throw out the S2. Empty dash in. Get the follow-up as F-Champ wanted. But this is a good start for Spoons. Gonna be able to really solidify some tag launchers right after. And then that's a nice corner carry, actually. Beautiful parry, and we still pressed right after because we're like, yeah, we know the frame data.
Exactly. What a check by F-Champ here. Now we got a continuous movement by both Aris. The Jinx is back in here. Gets to confirm some damage onto Jinx. It's definitely needed here for Spoons as dealing with the Jinx damage. What the setup is going to look like. Okay, nice jump back there by F-Champ.
Oh, big pickup. F-Champ Brian's going to be able to get the level 1 follow-up right after here. Tag launcher into Jinx.
Hey, setting up the trap here. Nice defense there by Spoons. Gonna have to hold all of this so far. Nice block on the overhead.
Protect and a nice anti-air. It's gonna lead into some big damage. We got level 3 to cash out on.
There it is. Big ol' missile. Not even a kill. Level 3. There it is.
That's not fair, but at the same time it kind of is because that damage on that super can be very scary. Oh, we're zooming. We are zooming right now, but there's Zap, and that is a dead Ari as F-Champ Brian stands up 2-0 at the moment.
Exactly. F-Champ showing the pedigree of how he plays these games here. Spoons needs to get something, need to figure something out, but once again, you're learning from the person that taught you like these type of style of games. So a little hard to try to put up with a game plan. But if you get opportunities like this, it might be there might be a chance here.
Push block just actually jumps out of the overhead. That was really smart play there from F-Champ. We got the low going, so now it's corner carry.
All right, here we go to the corner. Setting up trap. Nice.
Ooh, okay, cheeky grab. But the stand light. F-Champ Brian saying, nah, you're not trying to get me with my own tech. Not this time around. And then the tag launcher not choosing to spend the level 3, just gonna spend that level 1 to seal the deal on the Echo.
Or saying, I taught you that tech. I know that tech. Right?
No, you don't. Try this.
Ooh.
What a down H there from Spoons. Great usage.
There we go, Spoons. We're going for the setup here. Again, F-Champ doing the zoning here. Spoons waiting for that opening. Almost got it. Got the overhead instead. Taking out the Ari. Now you got to deal with the Jinx.
Oh, there's that Jinx. Now, Spoons does have access to Fury very, very soon. Just a little bit more and it'll be unlocked.
There we go. There it is. See if Spoons is going to utilize it. No, the throw is going to connect instead.
Nicely done. And now a potential set point for F-Champ Brian. That was actually probably Spoons' best round in that one. So I definitely see the adaptations that Spoons is trying to initialize as we're seeing F-Champ go up against them.
Exactly. And a great start here by Spoons. Let's see if we can take out these this Ari at the moment. And it's looking pretty good. And will do take out the Ari. Now you got to deal with the Jinx.
Attack here. There is the Ari super assist, and I like that. We kept the corner. We got a little bit of more damage, which is all good and dandy. OTG from the throw.
No, you don't.
Break initialized. There's the Ari assist, and oh no! This is Ari, Glass Cannon Ari, like we've talked about quite consistently. Yup, there's the level 3. This should kill her, I think.
Let's see. Big old damage,
So
not
close.
yet, but that will kill. All right, it's now down to Echo. F-Champ is on set point for this winners finals. Okay, overhead connects. Oh, misses the throw though. Gets the throw this time.
No, you don't.
Yep, there's the Fury. He's gonna run a risk there, especially with the time and with also replays in its effect.
Continuing on here, activates. Continuing on the super. Trying to get a kill, but the throw connects, and F-Champ is going to move on the winners finals to grand finals.
Alrighty, F-Champ Brian knocking spoons down to the loser's side, and we'll be sitting in grand finals, sitting pretty. Let's check out that VOD here, that replay, as we're just seeing F-Champ Brian just take us to cruise control with the Ari and Jinx. Such a difference between the Alawi that we've been seeing in the last couple of weeks.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it kind of gives me reminders of his like old Marvel team once again. Finding the times to be able to just get in there, do the damage, but getting back to his classic playstyle of the zoning tactics here. And F-Champ just showing some like why he's the teacher here out of the two. When it comes to this matchup, great stuff by Spoons as well. Finding those opportunities for the overhead setups. Once again, a high average on the overheads tonight is Spoons. But again, you're dealing with an Evo champ with F-Champ, and could not break that armor that is F-Champ, and F-Champ goes 3-0 and be able to move on to the grand finals.
Yep, and now we're heading back to loser's side because we still need to determine who's going to rematch against, or rather fight against F-Champ Brian in grand finals. So we have FJT versus Squeegee. So these are, I would essentially say, we are playing now for 4th place and to see if we can make it into a potential 3rd/2nd.
There we go. All right. So we know the teams here: Squeegee with the Echo and Yasuo, and FJT, big bodies, Braum and Darius.
Yep. Now this is interesting, right? Because we got one thing that worked against Squeegee. Sorry, my apologies. Worked against FJT was movement. This is a team, Yasuo and Echo, that has probably some of the best movement in the game, even with some of the nerfs that happen.
But if you get that hit with the happy birthday, that's going to hurt. There's already half damage there for both characters. FJT continuing on that pressure, gets that overhead touch. Let's get off me by Squeegee.
Got the left side switch, and then there's the breaks. Made sure that Squeegee got to use that meter, but Squeegee picks it up right back again with the Yasuo and gets the corner positioning as well.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. FJT kind of keeping it at bay. Don't want to deal with any sort of incoming at the moment with Squeegee, but Squeegee able to finally get the touch in. Go ahead and activate. Throw connects. Back to the other side. There we go. Okay, here we go. Echo is out of there. Darius with the continue to do the damage to get Echo out of there. Now it is just Yasuo.
JT is sitting really nicely. Doesn't need to overextend. Does get hit by the heavy. Might be a dead Braum, especially with level 3 in place. Oh, you don't even need level 3. Level 2 will take that out.
And does so. Okay, it's a little bit about even. Let's see who's gonna get that touch in. Squeegee got the hit, but nothing to follow up on. FJT with the Fury can activate. And now Squeegee has Fury as well.
Had to go for the apprehend. There's the super, and we got the landing. Squeegee had to use for the hero Fury, and then both of them using Fury it is FJT though who will still have the more health. Still
Yeah.
recovering. Braum shield. Parry has been baited. And Squeegee clutches it out with the first round.
Wow. What a last like sequence right there on the last round there. Squeegee can get the first round first, but FJT going headless. Both Yasuo and Echo.
We set up, and that's going to be a tag launcher, but it does whiff.
Oh, the sandwich. Oh, gonna get hit with the throw here. See what the setup is looking like. Nice charge to the super.
Tag launcher again. This time it should land, especially with the wall to help support pickups. Limit strike. Well, we went for tornado and got grabbed for it. Unfortunate. And there's the health breaker. Darius is in place, so this can potentially be a 2x KO if the Fury doesn't get launched, but nope.
Okay, GT going to press buttons here. GT with the Fury ready. And the headless connects. There goes Yasuo.
All right, throw, pair, projectile. Not enough to kill here. Whiffs on the grab.
Oh no, okay, Squeegee got the touch and taking out FJT there. Get on the board first. Lose the semifinal. Squeegee is up 1.
Maybe, just maybe, I would feel like I got robbed.
Right? It was very, very last sequence. It was like a recovery, like jump back with the button.
Okay. Here's the shield. And we got the jump in, but not enough to convert off of.
Okay, there we go. Luigi, get off you there. FJT. Oh, God. Yeah, got clipped there.
Tag launcher, but again, the sever doesn't land.
All right. They're kind of playing like a more mid-range now. It seems like until Squeegee starts to like run in or jump in here.
Freestyle, there's the Hasagi, but it was interrupted with Echo getting hit. So now Squeegee's only relying on that Echo. Sorry, that Yasuo better said. The Echo's gone.
Charge there, putting on that pressure. Back to the Darius. And got the slash. Oh, not the kill though. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that parry was not gonna make it. It's tricky to use parry in that situation, especially because you'll get caught off guard.
Okay. FGT with the Braum, putting on that damage. Ice Shield is here.
Okay, we got the step. We also took off Braum's Ice Shield as well. And just like the span of the seconds that remained.
Okay. Gets the grab here. Let's put Squeegee back into the corner, but now switch over to Yasuo. JT looking in trouble with Braum. What? Still staying put. No tag just yet.
Ooh, there's the Time Winder. And that takes that out. FJT now only stuck with the Darius. But what a time projectile, so that we're going to see Squeegee pick it up once again.
Okay. So far, so good. Squeegee got the touch. FJT in trouble with the Darius. Level 2 to level 3.
Very nice confirms. And Squeegee staying alive, trying to get that potential set point.
Ready. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Sagi through the wind wall, but We're gonna use break. I'm not too sure if I agree with that break, especially with the distance, but you know, especially in this situation, you're just gonna feel like those nerves to go out. There's the Hasagi full screen, and we got the left-right mix.
It is okay. Squeegee putting Darius into the corner, but the air throw connects. But JT now has the corner position here. Get that damage onto Yasuo. And switching over to Braum.
Ooh, we avoid the command grab. Nice.
Continuing on here. Squeegee wants to get that Darius out of there. Gonna go ahead and activate. Nice throw. Into. There goes Darius. And gonna get the throw once again.
Okay. Ooh, the parry got baited out. It was parrying the projectile, but not the Alpha Blade. Oh no!
At the moon.
Only a fool.
Wow, okay.
Nicely
Squeegee.
done.
Yeah, Squeegee looking at 2-0 over FJT.
That's wild. Alrighty. With that being said, let's check out those replays. So Squeegee was on a roll with the Yasuo. I think that Yasuo is probably the biggest plays here. Just as far as like game plan, neutral, aggression. But where Echo really came into play was like, hey, you gotta worry about some of the stuff that Echo's throwing out for you, while Yasuo was just like, but you also gotta worry about me, like right here.
Exactly. You're trapped in here with me. But yeah, great stuff there by both players, just showing some high level there, like with FGT and yeah, no, it was great. It's great stuff there. But we're continuing to move on. Squeegee now going to be meeting up with OTG Spoons here for losers final, and the winner of that is going to be facing F Champ on grand final. So let's see how this is gonna go about. Once again, Spoons with the Ari and the Echo, and Squeegee with the Yasuo.
We're hopping right back in. So we got
back
Squeegee
in.
and Spoons. Now this is gonna be, I think Spoons. Let me actually double check the bracket real quick. So Spoons has not faced against Squeegee. Because Spoons was in the other side of pool 2.
Yeah.
But it'll be cool to see how we handle this Echo and Yasuo right here. And we're already starting off on a really great strong start with the Fox Rush, or Spirit Rush better said, and then does whiff. First time a whiff on that.
Oh.
And yeah, that was unfortunate.
Okay. Squeegee able to get the pickup right there. Now we're going back to the Echo Mirror. Nice anti-air there by Squeegee. Gonna continue on. Wants to take out that Echo. Wants to take out anybody. But the Yasuo gonna connect here. This is bad for Spoons.
Yup, that is a dead Echo, which is unfortunate for Spoons, but we'll see how the Ari fares. Again, this is actually a lot of help to try to make this comeback, which, by the way, level 3 is in play. We got the Tornado. Then the level 3, that is a dead Ari.
Yeah. Yeesh. Did that in the last match here, and gonna do it again for this round. Squeegee. See what Spoons can do for the next round here.
Good strong start, but dang, these drops are costing Spoons a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Looking for yes, the launch here by Squeegee. Continuing on the combo, putting in that damage, going and activates. What the setup is going to look like. Nice jump back there.
We got a little bit of hits too on to Echo. Should get the corner carry here. Should be able to get that wall slump. We do.
Do the mix. Nicely done. Gets the touch once again on Yasuo, and there goes Yasuo. Squeegee now just having the Echo, having to deal with both Echo and Ari.
That's a tag launcher. And besitos. I don't think this will kill just because I think Echo has a little bit more health than what the damage will take out.
Pretty damn good so far, though.
Yeah, this is gonna be impossible, I feel like. Yep, there's the grab.
Nicely done. 1-1. They are definitely scrapping here. They're trying to get that momentum of the first set. Oh.
All right. We're gonna see the tag launcher come back with Ari to come through. We're gonna set up again the Foxfire projectile, push block to keep it safe as much as possible. But Spoons is being aggressive right now. And we get the left right too, just enough to really catch you off guard.
Definitely. Oh, happy birthday. Okay, get off me. Needed to keep Echo alive. That's not going to be the case. Continue on the damage here on Yasuo.
Ooh, both characters in the air like that. We blocked the break. But no, we dropped the route.
Okay, Spoons having to deal with the Yasuo. Great knockdown there by Squeegee. Once again, sandwich, jump back. I did connect, but Squeegee got the best of that trade.
All right, so that's Echo down. We are about halfway to level 3, but there's the super assist. It doesn't convert though. That's a punish onto the down H. I think if this route can land really nicely, we might be able to see the level 3. We do!
Oh. Wow. Based on that, confirmed. Squeegee able to get the first set here in this losers finals.
Beautiful on Squeegee's side. Very close games too, by the way. I also think that's another thing where I'm just like, these games are way too close for comfort.
Yeah.
Way too close for comfort.
Definitely. Oh, okay, Squeegee. Now got a little bit there. Over this double switch here. Nice. Toss up here by Spoons. Continuing on.
Okay, wall slump. Sets up projectile once again, but we are rolling out of that corner. Squeegee's not trying to deal with that.
Okay, and the trade once again. Now the Echo in trouble, but the Yasuo tagging in. Look at this pressure.
Ooh, no, drop the combo, but we also punish on the wake up special.
Block
Ooh.
there.
We are dancing right now between these two. Oh my gosh! It's like just twinkle toes or something happening here. They're just going back and forth. Like, where do you block? What do you do?
Exactly. Squeegee just pressing the gas at the moment right now. And Echo is definitely out of there. Now you got to deal with a damn near full health bar Yasuo. And there goes the super Squeegee.
Squeegee is up on that round right now, and already a really good start here. I feel like Spoons is losing out on some of that the fumes, and it's definitely trying to be. It's a hard time to try to recover from that.
Yeah, definitely. And Squeegee's kind of like capitalizing on it. But Spoons not deterred. Just gotta go run over this brick wall that is Squeegee at the moment.
Okay, great air to air. That should be Ari gone actually with this route. Yep, Tornado as the ender to seal the deal.
There we go.
Woo.
Nice launch, but yeah, nothing out of that. First Spoons once again the get off me happening. Continuing that mid-range pressure with the Yasuo.
If there's one thing I hope they will buff is Yasuo's down H, because that hitbox is so not fair. But now it's fair this time, so it works around. Squeegee up 2-0 right now in your losers finals.
That down has been missing. Squeegee's been trying to get it connected.
Just on the grab. Wake up special. There's the low.
Nice little get off me right there. Once again, Squeegee playing or the mid range with the Yasuo. Nice touch there by Spoons. Hopefully this is an opportunity to get a momentum shift here.
I really do like that Squeegee's been utilizing stance and then using it as a backdash. That's how Yasuo was intended as a movement, right? With that being said, Spoons is Ahri. Down for the count.
Okay.
There's the echo. Oh no.
Squeegee still continuing on. It's the tag launch. And so Yasuo with the big old damage.
Yup. Beautiful right there from Squeegee. Potential set point. Again, that stance movement from Squeegee, phenomenal. It's keeping and actually challenging Spoons' own movement with Ahri. That makes it sort of like an even playing field.
All right, Spoons getting the super. Going to switch over to the Echo. Definitely want to get that Yasuo out of there. Oh. Had a whip punish opportunity. Got a little bit out of that, but now it's Ahri's turn. Get some damage in there. Nice push block.
Okay. Goes on the right side this time. It's hit by the down H from Spoons. We're seeing a bit more pickups here from Spoons thanks to those anti-air callouts.
Definitely continuing on here. Nice back dash to see where Squeegee's gonna like tech roll and got the throw, but again the Yasuo doing some work here. Get the low confirm.
Ooh, the jumping, and we still are able to get those slashes, upward slash, down H. Oh, we're cashing out. We're cashing out, absolutely.
Yeah. Wanted to get that Echo out of there. Now it is just the Ahri. Spoons gotta do something here. Oh.
Yup, level 3 cash out. And Squeegee takes out Spoons with the 3-0 to go face off against F-Champ Ryan.
Oh, okay. Squeegee putting in the work. Just getting that back-to-back position where you're just playing multiple first three matches, and you got all the way here to grand finals on the losers side. So we'll see how that's going to pan out. But yeah, congratulations there to Squeegee. But Spoons, dude, my boy, you got that third place there. So hold your head high. And but yeah, no, great stuff there by Squeegee. And here's some of the highlights that we're seeing here. Like Yasuo doing the big damage there that Squeegee needed. But again, Squeegee getting that Echo to put Yasuo into the position to get that damage in there. But Spoons had opportunities as well.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned about the damage. I think that's one thing about this particular set of games that we saw from Squeegee. Damage was key. And it almost felt more amplified because of the fact that we have such glass cannon characters that were being played in this situation. Now, this is a rematch against F-Champ Ryan and Squeegee. F-Champ Ryan won this with Ahri and Jinx. This was the first time I believe we saw the Ahri and Jinx. No, sorry, my apologies. Illaoi and Jinx. My apologies.
Illaoi, okay.
But now we got Warwick? What are we doing here, F-Champ?
F-Champ with the roster. Apparently, the Warwick is tagging in, but the Jinx stays on here. This is Grand Finals for 2XKO Breakout Week 26.
If Warwick wins here, or if FChamp wins with Warwick, I think the problem is the player, not Warwick.
Okay. Let's see how this is gonna unfold. FChamp sitting on the winner's side. So he just needs 3. Squeegee on the loser's side needs 3 to reset, but another 3 to win it completely. So we'll see how this grand finals is going to play out here.
Interesting. The 2H was not gonna be converted properly, but we got FChamp Brian who's gonna go and dish out the level 1. Takes out Squeegee's Echo.
FChamp off to a great start here so far, but once again, the equalizer, that is Yasuo with the damage, but if FChamp not going to let that happen again, and now the Jinx going to do that damage as well. Going to go and shoot some fireworks to that super, and the maximum Warwick to close it out.
Nicely done there. That was an interesting interaction with Warwick to follow up on. Oh, we're also on 2x assist here. I think this is also a new fuse for that I've seen with FChamp Brian now.
FChamp showing that he got versatility, I guess. Looking good so far in this match. Let's see what Squeegee can do to just counteract that.
Wake up special gonna be fully punished. It's gonna hurt a lot here for FChamp Brian. I don't believe it will kill. There's still a lot to do here. Oh, we got actually out of it. Wow. And we're blocking the severs.
Oh, nice attempt at the dive, but Echo is gonna take out the Warwick there. Now you gotta deal with the Jinx. Oh.
Unfortunate that the super assist caused it to be out of the route. But it's all good. FChamp Brian calling out the grab. And we got 2 of them.
Wow. So FChamp got 2 of them with the Gatling gun here. We're now going to play a little bit of the zoning game that FChamp is practically known for here. So let's see what Squeegee can do to counteract that, but you're going to get hit with a DP instead. And FChamp is going to get on the board first.
Very nicely done there from FChamp. This Warwick Jinx, I've always known that the synergy is there, but it's really interesting to see FChamp Brian fully utilize it here. But Squeegee starting off the round strong with the sever. I'm gonna get a nice pickup with the tag launcher to assist on.
Exactly. Squeegee's like, I gotta get this. I gotta get the Jinx out of here. That's what Squeegee's trying to do right now, putting on that offensive pressure.
Wind Wall not as strong as an answer to Jinx's projectile zoning. It was nerfed in this patch. And there we go. We forced the break from Squeegee.
Continuing on, Echo putting on the damage on Warwick, trying to just even this out here. And that is a dead Jinx. Warwick is still there. Let's see how FChamp is going to adjust here with no Jinx to lean on.
Nice, Squeegee getting the round and taking out the Warwick and Jinx.
Yeah,
that's kind of like taking out Goliath, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see if Squeegee can do it again here, since he's up 1 around.
Oh no, this is not good. This is a lot of damage.
This is a lot of damage, and that is a dead Yasuo. Also putting damage on Echo there.
Right now, Squeegee's only got the Echo to work with here.
Oh, hey. Super did not connect, but the Fury is activated. The throw is connected. Continuing the combo into Berserker Warwick right there. Bloodlust is going to activate. Nice low confirmed.
Yup, that was that low there that exactly FChamp Brian was needing. All right, again, wind wall here, but it's not gonna be enough to stop the pressure that F-Champ Brian is applying. Parries. Don't get the full punish though, because again, we saw Yasuo recovering, but this should be a dead Yasuo with the level 1 cash out.
There it is. Okay, F-Champ taking out the Yasuo. Wants to make this a 2-0 lead. The Bloodlust is activated. Let's see how this is going to play out. There's be some major damage onto Echo.
Okay. There's the fight, and then on top of that, we have the level super. OTG, just to kind of bait it out. There's the projectile fury in effect, but again, these are full health characters. You have Jinx, who can literally just zone out. Yasuo's super alpha blade whipping, but that's a whip as well too.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Squeegee finding the opportunity once again to try to take out the Jinx. Well, that happened. Level 3 is activated and may have gotten clipped by the DP as well.
Ooh, I like that. It was just not going to be enough to open up Squeegee, and it wasn't going to do enough chip damage. But we have the Warwick, and it's going to land right here as F-Champ Brian now up 2-0 on this bracket.
Right, F-Champ wanting to make it an early night here. Oh, we're jumping back in once again. Squeegee has yet to get a win on the board, but I know Squeegee is trying to damn this as well.
Okay. Big launcher right now for F-Champ Brian. Gonna set up. And I love that run-up delay, thanks to the setup on the trap, is gonna be the corner carry and forcing the break off of Squeegee, who also gets hit by the bullets.
Oh my gosh, got the Gatling gun and utilizes that fireworks super. Continuing on damage here on Yasuo. Into the super once again. The big old damage to even this out.
That was I think that was a weird interaction there with the projectile parry, but it's all good. Now it's just the Yasuo who you gotta make a Hail Mary here. That's a forced break, and back into Projectile City we go with Jinx.
Once again, nice freestyle. Yeah. That's 2x assist there, F-Champ. Now looking at tournament point here.
Okay. Good start here for Squeegee. That's a happy birthday too. And we're still applying damage onto that Jinx.
There it is. Okay. Squeegee continuing on the damage, wanting to take out the Jinx, and might have a possibility to do so, and will. Now it's just Warwick versus practically a full health team of Echo and Yasuo.
Okay. Tag launcher. And there's the break. Again, a lot of health to deal with, plus you have break. Now, if Fury gets activated after the break is utilized by Squeegee, this is a good chance here. There's that break, exactly what F-Champ was looking for. We're not going to hit on the Yasuo because we did tag into Echo.
Okay, F-Champ got clipped just right there, so maybe he's going to wait for the Fury for the next round. We'll see. Okay, gets the anti-air right there. Continue on the damage onto Yasuo. Still going. Level 3 there is ready. Attempted.
Ooh. I don't know if I agree with that, but I think it's like you said, we're just going to wait on the Fury at that point. We're not going to use it here. We'll use it for the next round. And let's just try to cash out what we can.
Let's see, okay. Maybe less resources to deal with, but F-Champ is not in too phased about it. Wanting to do the damage instead. to seal the deal. Ooh.
Unlucky there for Squeegee, who's gonna have to lose this Yasuo very, very shortly.
Right up DP into level 1 super. There goes Yasuo. Once again, champ on set point. Practically a healed team. So now Squeegee has the tall task of doing some damage on F-Champ.
Alright. Projectile City at the moment, and that is chipping away at Squeegee's great health. There's the replay.
Okay, once again, Squeegee trying to make it work here. Activates. And F-Champ keeping it at bay. Great defense happening right now. Just dealing with all the chip.
Ooh, beautiful parry. Called it out on the time winder. But no! Was on the other side!
Oh my gosh. Okay, Squeegee taking out Jinx here. And he still has Fury left.
Oh no, that's not good here. Oh, what? Oh
Did
no!
I connect? I connected level 3. And that is going to be the KO. F-Champ Ryan getting the dub here for week 26 Breakout 2x KO. Congratulations, F-Champ. Number 7 is in the books.
I need production to show me that again. Cause
Yeah.
like that is such a heartbreaker right there. Because that could have been Squeegee's entire momentum to do something with that interaction. Because like how everything was in perfect play there, and it just wasn't.
Yeah, like I remember the level 1 super didn't connect, and F-Champ just saw that opening. Okay, raw level 3, sure. Oh my gosh, but you know, great stuff though by Squeegee. I get it. Like, you know, with these interactions, you don't get the thing that you want, but like, you know, great stuff there by Squeegee, getting all the way to grand finals and facing F-Champ as best, you know, hard fought as best as possible. And you know, good stuff there by F-Champ once again. Squeegee once again, you know, good stuff there to you as well, getting second place. And you know, Spoons and everybody else that gone through the bracket for tonight. But you know, great 2x KO happening tonight here. But you know, any sort of thoughts there, Saki?
Nah, I understand some of that feelings, and again, it's just the name of the game, right? Like this game is still working out some kinks and things like that, and you know, it's just how things go. But with that being said, that was an insane bracket tonight. Again, 2x KO. And you can see the journey that we got to here. F-Champ Ryan winning it 3-0 over Squeegee. Will be taking first place. Squeegee second. Spoons third. FJT fourth. Sonic Fiend and Dapper Dinosaur fifth. And then, of course, Bandaman and Kyokusada at seventh.
There we go. There's how your bracket played out. F-Champ winning all the way to grand finals. But like again, you see a lot. You see a lot of like a 2-0, 2-0, 3-0. Man, F-Champ just playing like he hasn't lost a step, you know, during his Marvel days. So, yeah, I'm just seeing it right there as the bracket is just presented to us. But great stuff here for tonight. And here are your once again your top picks characters for this month. Echo with the 46, Ari 30, and you know, and Jinx not too far behind with 28. So is Vi, and then Warwick. Actually, 3-way tie for 28 here picks. But yeah, there goes your picks for the top 5 characters.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, with F-Champ Brian, that is going to be the 7th win in the row. So lucky number 7, looking pretty solid. So many. Again, it was just a really good bracket overnight tonight. As well, and we're just really excited to see where this game just keeps taking us.
Exactly. So yeah, that's gonna be it for us here for Breakout series. Let's see, week 26, I believe. Yeah. Saki, where can people find you? Social media, content creation. Where can people find you if they want to, look for you and follow you?
Yeah, you guys can follow me at Saki Soccer TV. We stream horror games throughout the week, and then 2XKO on the weekends. And you guys can find me again at right there. I'm on TikTok, Twitch. I was gonna say purple platform, but that's just how you know that my brain is really fried right now. YouTube and pretty much most of the socials.
There we go. And yeah, you can find me at Nerd in the Bay on YouTube and on Twitch, and at Marco Polo 177 on Twitter, and other social media as well, Instagram and all that stuff. But yeah, just currently playing Resident Evil Requiem. I've been diving into Toxic Commando just to get some shooting zombies when I'm not too terrified as playing the Grace portions of Requiem. And then yeah, I just did a stream last night of just diving in and seeing how the patches for both Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 were. And I mean, I'm not overreacting when it comes to those patches compared to social media, but I'm glad that stuff is being changed for the current iterations of the fighting games that we're having right now. But that is going to be it for us here for Breakout. Once again, 2XKO. We will see you next week, Tuesday, for week number 27 for 2XKO. So until then, have a great rest of your night. Go get some rest. Once again, grab that dinner or meal if you need, or some sleep. And we'll see you guys next week for more 2XKO.